Hands. Post on the old Twitter machine. Everybody know that we are live. Hello, anyone here? Hey, so how you doing? The show will start in a second. Just give me a sec. Gotta tweet that ish. You know me, so gotta tweet that ish. I don't want to cuddle with you, Soul. No. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Jada. How you doing? Hello, Soul. Hello, Killer Spoon. Hello, Connor Smoke. What's up? Show will begin in just a moment. Probably the longest episode of Ferocity ever. I'm sure you all know why. That massive main event. Gee, elimination. Phew. Whose idea was that, huh? Hello, Orbs. What's up? Alright. Close all this stuff down. Twitter and everything. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Gumble. Mr. Love and Stuff. Puzzle Dan. Welcome, everybody, to episode 60 of Ferocity. Episode 364 in total. One more episode to go after this. Before implosion. Not long left now. Work finally gave me the shifts I wanted, so Ferocity and Unmatched will be Wednesday and Thursday next week, as I always try to do, but never get the opportunity to do. Then the implosion card will probably be up maybe Thursday night, Friday morning. And then the stream, obviously, Saturday and Sunday, 23rd and 24th of June. 3 streams, 2 days, and 1 big giveaway. That rhyme right there. Just a moment, and this show will start. How is everybody doing, though? And Orbs, I will be free to download your updates after this show. I know you've been hassling me for that. And you, Tiffany. Alright. I haven't looked at anyone's not many people's pay-per-view attires yet, so I don't look at them. I just wait until I record the match and then I see the attires, you know. I don't want to spoil them for myself. I don't want to spoil them. Alright, let's get into it. Episode 60. Getting close to 100 now for Ferocity. Episode 364 as a whole. Let's go with our undercard for this evening. Kicked off. Singles action. Aya Ali Vaziri taking on Akira Violet. I'll promise to watch it after the show, so swear on my gears. How about that? Welcome to the stream, Chosen Gallantry and the Monster Goldman. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Out first in our undercard. First of 3 undercard matches. Aya Ali Vaziri will be taking on Akira Violet to kick off tonight's show. Of course, 10 matches in total, 3 undercard matches, 7 main card matches, massive main event. 8 women's elimination tag, Jada Storm, Tiffany Razor, and Danger Close taking on Riley Dixon, Jade Divine, Alice Blake, and Megan Cooper. But that is a long way away from now. I feel like this episode of Ferocity might be the longest one yet, but that's not a bad thing. It could be a phenomenal main event match. As we get underway with our opener tonight, the Saudi Arabian-born competitor, Ali Vaziri, taking on Akira Violet. Singles action. We've got a singles match, a tag match, and then another singles match for tonight's undercard. Ruthless Ambition in their second tag team match, and CMV up next, taking on the New Delhi Bombshells. This is going to be one hell of a show, and I can't wait. You know, the stress is almost over. The stress of Implosion is almost over. 1 week to go. Well, less than a week now. 6 days. For those who don't know the layout of Implosion this year, there'll be 3 streams, preliminary stream, and day 1 on Saturday the 23rd, and then day 2 on the 24th. I'll get into the details probably after the pre-show, but here we go. First match of the evening. Irish whip out the gate by Ali Vaziri. Going to put Akira Violet into that near left corner. I'm not working today, no. No Topher. I'm working early next week, got the end of the week off, as I hope to get. Akira Violet in control early. Looking to go up to that second rope, fly through the air. Very much looking forward to tonight's main event, elimination 8 women's tag team action. The co-main event though as well, don't sleep on that. A highly anticipated rematch between Quinn Bell and Amber Briggs. Of course, the last match ended in controversy due to Quinn's injury way back when, about 4 or 5 months ago now. Ali Vaziri up on that second rope. Akira Violet across the ropes. Violet's entrance isn't long at all, Orbs. It's the, I think it was the default entrance. Ali Vaziri looking to take that turnbuckle pad off there in the near left corner while Akira Violet lays down in the center of the ring. Overhand right. Slamming the back of the head of Akira Violet against the mat. Hey, welcome to the stream, J-Rod. What's up? That lateral press now by Ali Vaziri into the pin, but only for the count of 1. Jada is in our main event tonight. Goldman, 8 women's tag team action. Irish whip, Akira Violet sends Ali Vaziri into the near right corner. Launching her out the corner. What's Akira looking for here? Slap across the chest, up to that top rope. Drop kick off the springboard, sending Ali Vaziri across the ring. The tag team is elimination. Last person standing in last team standing. Into the pin here of Akira Violet, only for the count of 1. Certainly a stacked main event. One of the most stacked main events in CMV history, I would say. 8 competitors, 8 of the very best. I would say all 8 of them could definitely be argued to be on the kind of top 10 as far as competitiveness and prestige goes currently on Ferocity. I appreciate that chosen gallantry. It's all at Decided Villain on Twitter. And welcome to the stream, Hellish. Or, yeah, pretty much. It's all Decided Villain. Overhand right by Ali Vaziri. Punch to the midsection though. Akira Violet back up to her feet. Facebuster. Gonna raise a fist there, perhaps signaling a comeback as Ali Vaziri plays it smart, rolls to the outside. Akira Violet, by the way, hasn't won a match in quite some time now, I'm starting to realize. I think it's been like 4 months. This is indeed the first match, Hellish. Akira Violet back into the ring through the middle rope. Launching Ali Vaziri across the ring. Right down towards the ropes. Looking to pick her up to her feet, but Ali Vaziri going to counter. Sweep that leg out from underneath. Get back up to her feet. So far, relatively back and forth match between these two. Welcome to the stream. 1-2-0-G. Oh, looking for that submission. That's a finisher from Aya Ali Vaziri, but that rope break just cost her. Poor ring awareness from the Saudi Arabian. That could very well sway the momentum in favor of Akira Violet. I think he uses Sony Vega. I don't know. Sony Vegas, one of them. Something like that. I got all the green screens for him and he whipped up some beautiful graphics. It did look sexy. That is the word to describe it. Still more to come. Boot to the midsection. Akira Violet looking for that cross-arm neck breaker. Vintage Akira Violet. Oh, actually goes for the pin here. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Scouted up. Aya Ali Vaziri, her getting that rope break, may come back to haunt her. Gonna sweep that leg, put her face first into the mat. No, I don't, Hellish. 1, 2, 3, and Akira Violet picking up her first win in quite some time here. An upset, I would say. I would have expected Aya Ali Vaziri to pick up the win in this undercard match, but Akira Violet with the W. It's been a while since Akira Violet picked up a win. That's going to be good to get back in the win column for Akira Violet. I appreciate everybody showing up to the stream today. Welcome to the stream, XIX Slaughter. I'm just going to say Carter Blackburn. I feel like it's a little easier. Welcome to the stream, Ross Fowler. Sure thing, Hallishman. You can send me right now. I just won't be able to read it till after the stream. I might be able to read it, but I won't be able to reply. Anyway, up next, though, tag team action. Second match of our undercard tonight. Ruthless Ambition. Hollow and Willow Edwards going 2-on-2 with the New Delhi Bombshells. Preeti Munjari and Sunita Bunjari. I appreciate the hosts, Chosen Gallantry, Gumball, and Echo. Yeah, they debuted, I believe, last week, winning Basher over the team of Stars and Stripes. They're going to pick it up and go 2-0 in this ever-expanding women's tag division. I think we've got like 10 teams now. It's getting bigger and bigger by the month. There's 6 teams confirmed in the finalized tag team turmoil match at Implosion. Bad Company defend their women's tag team championships against 5 other teams, among them the likes of Ultra Carnage, Casey Wilson, and Jane Lucid. The Establishment, Lunar Eclipse, you know, some of the top teams, new and old, in the women's tag division. Oh, the week before then. But here come the New Delhi. It's supposed to be Bowen Bush. That's Bombshells in Hindi, I believe. They are indeed Tiffany Razor's cause. Well, not these ones. The ones before. These ones are Sons' cause. I don't think he's in the stream right now. Son of Anarchy 93. I always forget the number at the end of his name. Yeah, I always think it's 95 or 93. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent though. You see Willow and Hollow Edwards talking among themselves on the outside. Yeah, it was a very short match, Diana Fury's debut. And here we go. It will be Hollow Edwards starting in the ring with Sunita Bunjari as this tag team match gets underway. Second of 3 undercard matches, and I believe second of 3 tag team matches on the card tonight. Strong start by Sunita, looking to pick Hollow Edwards up to her feet. What's Hollow Edwards got in store tonight? Doesn't want to lose in her second match in CMV. Into the corner we go. Oh my god. Okay. Unicorn stops as a regular move. Is that possible? Because I know you can get the other OMG moments as a regular move. Can you get Unicorn stops as a regular move as well? Over and over again with these Unicorn stops. GG, Sons. Drop kick in the corner. Strong start by the New Delhi Bombshells. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. Hollow Edwards able to kick out. A stop to the lower back by Preeti Munjari. Looking to scale up to that top rope. Hollow Edwards down center of the ring. Looking to fly. Little shooting star press by the other half of the New Delhi Bombshells. Looking for the pin once again. 1, 2. Only a 2 count once more. Yes, they have new in their tag name. Oh, and now Hollow Edwards tucking the head in between the legs. Looking to put this match to rest. A pedigree by Hollow Edwards. Dragging Preeti Munjari across the ring. Going to roll her over. Could that be enough to secure the 3 count? Oh, Willow's not looking to break it up. 2, only a 2 count. Hollow down. Both members of the New Delhi Bombshells down. Hollow Edwards trying to crawl over to the pin or at least get back to her feet. Got to take advantage of what is essentially a 2-on-1 handicap right now as Hollow looks to pick Preeti up to her feet for an Irish whip, perhaps into the far left corner. Maybe looking for a tag out to Willow Edwards. And there's the tag. Here comes the other half of Ruthless Ambition. A little bit of a tag team maneuver here. Double boot to the midsection. Followed by boots to the ribs. Willow firm in control right now as Sanita gets back up onto the apron. Oh, Willow Edwards scouting up Preeti Munjari. Boot to the midsection. Oh, pump handle driver it looked like there. Into the pin. Probably called that wrong. 1, 2, 3. And Ruthless Ambition go 2-0. Welcome, Bateman. How are you doing, Marty? Ruthless Ambition now 2-0 in CMV. Knocking off the new Delhi Bombshells tonight. I'm really stumbling on my words today. That's not normal. But a victory for Ruthless Ambition. Second match in their CMV careers. All undercard matches are on fast, Dan, so they do tend to be relatively quick. Don't want a 2-hour-long undercard, you know. Undercard matches are generally just for the newer people on the show or people who've kind of fallen down, stuff like that. Sometimes you get some classics, though. Like this one here, I wouldn't be surprised if this next match was a classic. Former Women's Intercontinental Champion Dawn Bryan one-on-one with one of the hottest prospects on the roster, August Evans, who at Implosion will go one-on-one with Victoria Extreme. Dawn Bryan was the 3rd ever Women's Intercontinental Champion way back in the day. First one to make a successful title defense. She now takes on August Evans in singles action to cap off this undercard, our premier matchup for tonight's undercard. August Evans looking for what would be her biggest win ahead of Implosion in 6 days' time. August Evans, the steampunk rock star, making her way down the ramp here to cap off tonight's undercard. Would love to cap off the card, well, the undercard with a victory. Taking on Victoria Extreme at Implosion will be no easy feat. Certainly need as much momentum as you can get heading into the event. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The finale of tonight's undercard. Dawn Bryan, one-on-one. August Evans. Bit of a crossroads between them both. Dawn Bryan does not want to stay on the undercard. I mean, this is like, I think Dawn's maybe first or second undercard match in her entire career. Doesn't want to stay on the undercard. Definitely needs to pick up the victory, prove that these newcomers aren't quite on her level yet. But August Evans, you know, a win over a former Women's Intercontinental Champion would certainly propel her up the rankings a little bit. Dawn Bryan picking August Evans up onto one knee. Yeah, I think it's her second undercard match. She also main evented an undercard towards the beginning of the season. Nice dragon screw takedown by Dawn Bryan, looking to work the leg. Dawn Bryan now looking to go up to that second rope. Looking to fly through the air. Just kind of stomps on the back of August Evans. Looking to pick August up to her feet. August returns the favor though. Nice uppercut, stunning Dawn Bryan momentarily. And now boot to the midsection, followed by another. Then a spinning back elbow. Boot to the final and a knee to the face. Damn, 35 people? Appreciate that. 35 people in an undercard. Whew. Up on the second rope here is August Evans. Flies across the ring. See, Marty, August is a draw. You looking to choke out Dawn Bryan here. I think the most I've ever had in one stream was contingency. I think it was 47. When with the Tone and DSD match in the co-main event. Main event of that show was... Ooh, what was the main event? I think it was Sunshine, Ricky Spanish. Looking to launch Dawn Bryan over the top rope, down onto the apron. Taunting Dawn Bryan right in front of her face. Little rake there, flies over the top rope, shoulder block by Dawn Bryan, taking August Evans off her feet. Wrong time to taunt, paying her off for it. Now looking to pick August up, but August punches the midsection, causing a little bit of a release. A break in the action, if you will. Irish whip now by August, going to send Dawn Bryan into the ropes. Goes will look to be a double leg takedown, but caught by a DDT. Going in, kick to the back to follow now by Dawn Bryan, looking to pick August up to her feet. Oh, I thought Dawn was grabbing the legs for something else there, perhaps her figure four, but drops August face first on the mat. Oh, as soon as I say that, it drops to 21. Rest in peace. I got a bit too cocky. Snapmare now by Dawn Bryan. Drop kick to the back. Now looking to pick August Evans up to her feet. Oh, Dawn Bryan! Here's that figure four! Trying to force the submission of August Evans. We'll have to see that submission defense come into play. Will she be able to fight out of the figure four? Yes, she will. Turns it over. Applying the pressure now onto the legs of Dawn Bryan. Both competitors back up to their feet. Punch to the midsection by Dawn. Dawn looks to grab the leg, perhaps going for that sharpshooter, but August countered it. Being soul kick to the midsection. Going for a cross-legged brainbuster. Oh no! Samoan driver into the pin. One. Not quite enough to get that freak out. Looking to pick Dawn Bryan up to her feet. August Evans has her up on the shoulders. And carry her over to that far left corner. Snake eyes in the corner. Far right corner, I should say. Dawn Bryan back up to her feet. Oh, a super kick by Bryan. Overhand right, looking to pick August Evans up to her feet. Perhaps looking for a reverse DDT. To August Evans. Looking to pick August up once again. Jawbreaker there by August. Stuns Dawn momentarily. Welcome back. Chosen gallantry. Oh, August now could be closing in. Biggest victory of her career has Dawn Bryan up on her shoulders. Looking to go straight into the pin. Come on, ref. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. That small glimpse of a second the ref took to get into the pin might well have just saved Dawn Bryan there. Stop to the lower back. Dawn now rolling over onto her back and misses the stop there from August. August might be a bit dazed. Stomp to the face. Looking to pick Dawn up for some knees to the side of the head. Trying to add some brain damage to Dawn Bryan. I mean, Dawn Bryan's had a very long, hard-fought career. Some tough matches, some hard-fought matches. Don't want to get a concussion here. She's taken a lot of damage throughout her CMV career. Irish whip now into the far right corner. What's August looking for? Oh, looking to prop Dawn up. Could she be looking for Dawn's patented avalanche DDT? Oh, we're not going to see it. Dawn reverses. Now on the top rope. Perhaps they're going to fly through the air. That doesn't quite connect with the Dragon Rana. Does take August down, though. Both competitors down now. Dawn looking to get up first. taunting for the crowd up on their feet for their favourite Canadian, as August also gets up to her feet, takes Dawn immediately right back down. Shoulder first into the mat. Overhand right by August Evans, turning Dawn Bryan around, grabbing the arms for the hooks for a chicken wing gutbuster. Into the pin on Dawn Bryan. Will that be enough to secure the victory for August Evans? There's the 2, but not quite the 3. And once again, Dawn Bryan able to kick out, kick to the back. Dawn Bryan quickly able to get out of the way. Saw the kick coming, forearm to the back. Oh, here we go! Again with that figure 4. August in trouble, second time's the charm for Dawn Bryan. It's not quite as devastating as a sharpshooter, but it has done the job in the past. August screaming in pain. Once again able to turn it around. Dawn needs to get that sharpshooter locked in. If Dawn can get that sharpshooter locked in, I can see the end coming for August Evans here. Oh my God, Dawn, look at that dab. Here it comes. Looking to pick August Evans up to her feet. August might not know where. Well, no, August going to be writhing in pain right now. Reverse DDT. Sure, it's hard to walk if you're August Evans. You're going to have a hard time walking tomorrow. Into the pin once again. Only a 2 count on Dawn. This has definitely been the match of the night so far. To the back. August Evans, considering her options, does not want to allow Dawn Bryan to get hold of her legs once again. August Evans up on that second rope, looking to fly through the air. Once Dawn Bryan on her feet, Dawn Bryan unknowingly obliges. Flies through the air, doesn't quite connect with that knee. Marty owns August. Snap suplex by Dawn Bryan. Now a little drop kick to the side of the head of August Evans. Picking August up to her feet. Oh, I thought she was grabbing the leg for something else again. Keeps playing with me. Flapjack by Bryan. Yeah, Marty Michaels owns August. Bateman. Could have just said Bateman. I should have just said Bateman. Into the pin though, is Dawn off the flapjack. 2, only a 2 count. Dawn in the corner, taunting for the crowd. Getting the crowd on their feet as August tries to get back up to her feet. Got to get hard to stand at this point. August once again gets caught in a suplex by Dawn Bryan. Goes for a scoop slam. August Evans able to slip free. Boot to the back of the leg. Are you a big August Evans fan, Orbs? Once again, looking to put Dawn Bryan. Oh wait, no. Thought she was going to put her into that top rope, but again, now that shotgun drop kick by August Evans, and now scouted up. Dawn Bryan. Could this be it? Up on the shoulders. Bryan in trouble. What a match this has been for the undercard main event. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, still a 2 count. What? Dawn Bryan still kicking out. It's going to take a lot to put down the former Women's Intercontinental Champion. Oh, it's just a figure 4 again. I thought she was going to go for the sharpshooter. Dawn Bryan is stacking these finishes unless they're getting countered. Oh, this time, I think it was a rope break this time. Single knee backbreaker by Bryan. Gonna drag August Evans to the center of the ring, looking to pick her up to her feet. Dawn Bryan. Oh, again going for the dab. Takes August off her feet. Cheeky little dab right there. Dragging August Evans across the ring, center of the ring. Oh no, August in trouble, here it is! The sharpshooter! And I think, ladies and gentlemen, this might be all she wrote. Dawn Bryan gonna pick up the victory here tonight. Yes, she does! Sharpshooter locked in. And just as expected, the former Women's Intercontinental Champion picks up the W. As soon as that sharpshooter was applied, it was simply too much. Wore down the leg all match. And Dawn Bryan came away the victor tonight. to cap off tonight's undercard. And now it's time to head to the main card. But as I said, I would lay out what's going to happen for Implosion next weekend. So we've got Saturday, Sunday, the 23rd and 24th of June. 3 streams. The preliminary stream will kick off at about midday. Welcome to the stream, Alexander. I can't even say that. Alexander. So the preliminary stream will kick off at about midday. Day 1 will kick off at about 5 p.m. And day 2 will kick off at about 5 p.m. Now, as I announced on Twitter earlier this week, there was a huge giveaway for Implosion. It's my 5th one. Wanted to give something back. If just one person shows up to the stream, I'm still going to give away a $10 or £10 or whatever country you're from, whatever currency you are, gift card. If we get 25 on day 1 and day 2, it'll be a 25 or $25 or pound or whatever. If we get 50, it'll be a £50 or $50 gift card. I don't expect to get 100, but I do have a little prize. I do have a little secret giveaway if we do get 100. I don't expect that, which is why I didn't announce it. And the cards will be up on Thursday or Friday, just before Implosion. I want to get the last episode of Unmatched and Ferocity out of the way first. And now, what it will be... No, there's no show on each day. It's completely mixed brands. The card, you'll see. There's no specific show on each day. It's mixed. So on the 1st or 2nd of July, depending on what day I have off from work, I will stream the draw, as the raffle, if you will. To get a name in the raffle, all you got to do is come in the stream and just be in the stream and talk. For every stream you're in of Implosion, you'll get one name in the raffle. So if you're in the preliminary stream, you're in the main stream, and if you're in the preliminary stream and the 2 other streams, you'll get 3 names in the hat. Just means more chance of winning the prize. The viewer counts only count though in day 1 and day 2 for what the reward will be. I don't expect 50 people to show up to the prelims. But anyway, now it's time for the main card. And I believe we kick off with some tag team action. The last 2 teams confirmed for the Women's Tag Team Turmoil. For the CMV Women's Tag Team Championship. All you got to do is talk once. But the number has to be 25 or 50. I just got to take your name down. What I'm going to do is go over the streams, watch the streams, and write down everybody's name. But the last 2 teams confirmed for the Tag Team Turmoil Implosion, the Women's Tag Team Championship. Casey Wilson and Jane Lucid. The 2nd ever Women's Tag Team Champions. And then, of course, the 7 Deadly Sins. 2-time Women's Intercontinental Champion Angelina Hawkins and Alexia Stroud. And if you're here, I forgot to change your tag entrance. I'll do it before Implosion, don't worry. Just when you send me that message after the stream, remind me what tag entrance you wanted. As we await now the arrival of the 7 Deadly Sins. 2 of the 7 Deadly Sins, anyway. I think there are 5 men on Genesis. I think they're all on Genesis, right? Maybe 1 on Fusion. I'm not sure. So this is our first match of the main card and our second of 3 tag team matches. Speaking of the tag team turmoil, though, tonight's tertiary main event is another fatal 4-way between the other half of the women's tag team turmoil. Of course, last week we had Fury, Kelsey, Luna, and Brianna. This week we've got Raiden Brooks, Cassie Maverick, Violet, and Solar Sung-Ho. Co-main event tonight, though, huge. Amber Briggs taking on Quinn Bell, massive rematch. We've also got Aurora taking on Jasmine Crossings, the debut of Reese LaMaster after attacking the champion and the challenger for the Women's Hardcore Championship. She'll be taking on Willow Nightling tonight. Alyssa Bond in action once again. And then, of course, this match. Yeah, I will, Hellish. I just said that. I said, please message me it again. Here we go. It's going to be Jane Lucid starting against Alexia Stroud. As the bell is rung, Jane Lucid and Stroud going to start this off. The first match of tonight's main card. Working the arm of Alexia Stroud here from Lucid. Lucid and Wilson, former women's tag team champions, held the belts for, I think, a month before losing them to the Warsaw Pact. Yes, I would love it if everybody who uploaded new attires removed their in-game theme if they have a custom theme. Would love that. Clean break though here against the ropes. I'm not surprised by that. Alexia Stroud, Uranagi side slam to Jane Lucid. Looking to pick Lucid up to her feet. Alexia Stroud has Lucid by the head. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Reese. You didn't... Well, you missed the undercard. You have not missed your match yet. Your match is in 2 matches time. But welcome to the stream. Nice fireman's carry there by Jane Lucid. Overhand right by Lucid. Looking to pick Alexia Stroud up to her feet in this first match of the main card. Straight forearm. Alexia Stroud certainly has the height advantage here. Reach advantage. Looking to put Jane Lucid in the corner. Perhaps looking for a tag now to a tag team partner. But no, a boot to the face by Jane Lucid. Going to turn the momentum around. Headlock now by Lucid. Probably going to look to tag out to Casey Wilson shortly. Nice jawbreaker. Stomp to the arm of Alexia Stroud. And looking to pick Stroud up to her feet. Stroud, though, going to reverse the veteran. Now, people sometimes forget how long Stroud has been in CMV. She's not quite an original competitor in the women's division, but she was up there. I wouldn't say joined after the first or second month on Fusion, when Dashing had one half of the division. Jane Lucid looking to launch Alexia Stroud across the ring, right into her own corner. Now picking Stroud up to her feet, perhaps for an Irish whip. Oh, I called it before it even happened. Irish whip across the ring, perhaps looking for the tag out now to her tag team partner, Casey Wilson. But a reversal by Stroud doesn't allow it. Irish whip now by Stroud, perhaps looking for a tag out to Angelina Hawkins, the former 2-time Women's Intercontinental Champion. But a reversal once again in the corner, this time by Lucid. And now an Irish whip across the ring. Once again, back and forth trying to get these tags. Will we finally get it? Yes, we will. Tagged out to Casey Wilson. Oh, we're going to see Wilson fly. A rare sight to see Wilson springboard. Wilson now looking to pick Alexia Stroud up to her feet. Reversal by Stroud, plotting the face of Wilson into the mat. And there's the tag. Overhand right by Angelina Hawkins. Looks to pick Wilson up to her feet. Working the leg. As always, vintage Angelina Hawkins. Both of these two submission specialists. Angelina Hawkins won both of her Women's Intercontinental Championships with those figure 4 leg locks. I mean, I've always gone on the record to say how good you have to be to have your opponent know exactly what you're going to do and still get it off. You know, everyone who faces Angelina Hawkins knows exactly what she's working for, working the legs to get that submission, and still nobody can stop it. Well, not many people can stop it. Axe handle to the back, stomp to the upper back now of Casey Wilson. Interested to see these two submission specialists going at it. Casey Wilson's only tapped to the very best in the division, Quinn Bell. I think Hawkins has also tapped to Quinn Bell, if I'm not mistaken. Both of them have only ever submitted to the very best. Looking for the hot tag now. And she gets it. Tags out to Jane Lucid. The Australian. Immediately get... Oh, I thought she was going to get caught by a clothesline, but instead catches Angelina Hawkins with a clothesline. Like I said, though, these two teams, the final 2 teams announced for the Tag Team Turmoil. 6 teams at Implosion fighting for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Stop to the lower back of Angelina Hawkins. Jane Lucid going to pick her up to her feet. Grabs her by the head, driving that knee straight into the side of the head. There's the hot tag back out to Stroud. Up next, though, more singles action as Davina Blair, the former Women's Intercontinental Champion, takes on Alyssa Bond, who looks to remain unbeaten heading into a match with Samantha Steele at Implosion. Oh, hula kick by Lucid out of nowhere. We can see this match coming to a close. Hooks the leg. Both of them are down. Turn, only a 2 count. Stroud able to kick out. The match just heated up real quick as Jane Lucid remains in control. The tag title match is pretty much it'll be a tag match after a tag match after a tag match. This is the main card, Kayla. In fact, Alyssa Bond's match is up next after this match. So it'll be like I'll randomize what team comes out first, and then there'll be another team to face them, and then whoever wins that match will stay on as the next team comes out. I did it last year. If you want to watch last year's Implosion, you'll see how it's all edited together. It's a turmoil, pretty much. It's a gauntlet. The tag teams. Yeah, stop to the upper midsection of Jane Lucid. Alexia Stroud looking to pick her up to her feet. Could have perhaps been going for that F5, but a knee to the midsection by Jane Lucid doesn't allow it. Misses the slap though, belly to belly, but a beautiful counter. Couple of rights straight to the face of Alexia Stroud. Elbow to the thigh. Stroud has Lucid up in the air. The strength certainly in the favor of Stroud. Couple of knees straight to the midsection before a power slam. I'd say it's been a relatively back and forth tag team match now into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Last year it was won by the Knockout Queens, who I believe came out second to last in the tag team turmoil. Last team out, if I remember, I think it might have been Stars and Stripes. Punch in the midsection, or Stars and Stripes were the second to last, and the Knockout Queens were third to last. It was either one of those two. And now Alexia Stroud driving Lucid straight into the mat. I'd say Lucid certainly needs to get that tag out to a tag partner who comes in and breaks it up before the count of 3. Hawkins unable to get a hold on Casey Wilson. Raising a fist though is Alexia Stroud, still in control of this match of the 7 Deadly Sins. Looking to pick Jane Lucid up to her feet here. Clothesline by Stroud, followed up by a second clothesline to take Lucid off her feet, and then a third catches the kick, sweeps the leg out. And Stroud remains in control, looking to pick Lucid up to her feet. Wilson watching on the apron. Once again, this nasty knee to the liver, followed up by a power slam sent to the ring. Not going too well for Jane Lucid in the ring. Needs to tag out. Boot to the midsection. Jawbreaker by Stroud, stunning Lucid momentarily enough to retake control. Has her up on the shoulders. Could we be seeing an F5? No! Countered into a DDT. What a counter by Lucid. A controversial if I've ever seen one. And now a stop to the upper back, looking to pick Stroud up to her feet. Irish whip into the near left corner. The speed certainly amped it up. Helluva kick again by Jane Lucid. Rolls her over. That could well be enough for the count of 3, or that might be a rope break. Not quite. 1, 2. Hawkins makes the save. Oh, but Casey Wilson going to deal with Hawkins. Cross arm. Powerbomb. Irish whip to send Stroud in that far right corner. Hawkins is completely out of the equation. Another Helluva kick! Where did that come from? Rolls her over, and that might be it. No one to break this one up. 1, 2. Stroud! Damn! Stroud somehow stays in as the tag is made. How is Stroud holding in? Stroud needs that tag badly now. Stroud in the far right corner. Axe handles the back counter with an elbow. Boot to the midsection. I thought that was over 2, Puzzle Dan. Stroud with the strength has Casey Wilson up on her shoulders. Drops her right down onto the mat. Into the pin here. Could that be enough? Imagine the comeback if Alexia Stroud could pull this off. Only a 2 count though. Wilson kicks out. Wilson, the first ever Queen of the Ring winner, back on Fusion. Before the merging of the divisions, looking to pick Casey Wilson up to her feet. Double leg takedown by Wilson. I wonder where the division would be at now if we never merged them. Uppercut by Alexia Stroud. Oh, that discus right hand takes Stroud off her feet. Looking to drag Stroud across the ring to the center. Perhaps looking for the pin. Oh, maybe a tag out to Lucid again. I don't know if that's the brightest of ideas. Casey Wilson for sure the fresher of the two. The next Queen of the Ring is after Implosion. Not right after Implosion. I think there's one pay-per-view. If you look on the site, it actually says. I think there's a pay-per-view titled Queen of the Ring on the website. I'm not sure though if we have it up there. It might be a special. I can't remember. It's sometime. I think it's the first or second women's pay-per-view after Implosion. It's just before. No, it's just after Claims to Fame, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Once again, another tag, keeping each other fresh here are the former women's tag team champions who love to become 2-time champs at Implosion. Overhand right, vintage Casey Wilson looking for that hook and ladder. Alexia Stroud needs that tag so bad right now. She has taken so much punishment, and Casey Wilson looking to put the final nail in the coffin. Getting the arm underneath the chin. Got that guillotine all the way, dragging her opponent into deep waters. Nowhere to go. Hawkins Not coming in to break it up, and there's the tap. Wilson and Lucid take the victory by way of submission to kick off tonight's main card. What a victory for Wilson and Lucid. Former tag team champions looking for their second run at the belts at Implosion. Seven Deadly Sins certainly put up one hell of a fight, but it would in fact be Casey Wilson and Jane Lucid who walk away the victors as we head into our second match of the evening, singles action now. Former Women's Intercontinental Champion Davina Blair taking on one of the brightest prospects on the roster, the unbeaten Alyssa Bond, looking to remain unbeaten here tonight ahead of her clash with Samantha Steele on day one of Implosion. That match at Implosion will sure be one hell of a hard-hitting one. I'm excited for that. Certainly one with the chance to steal the show. Samantha Steele's had some great matches in the past. Alyssa Bond in her, 3 or 4 matches so far. 2 of them have been arguably match of the night. Last week, though, she put on a clinic, decimating her opponent in minutes. Tonight, though, she takes on probably her hardest challenge yet. Former Women's Intercontinental Champion Davina Blair. Who would love to end the unbeaten streak, locking in that rear naked choke to do it. Held the Women's Intercontinental Championship for not a long time actually. I think it was about 3 weeks. She held the belt for. Wasn't too long. No, a month and 3 weeks. My bad. A month and 3 weeks. Up until very recently, the only person who could actually beat Davina Blair was Amber Briggs. There's a very short list of people that have beaten Davina Blair. At one point, she was dubbed the next top prospect on the brand. But speaking of top prospects, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Alyssa Bond, making her way down to the Ferocity ring for the 3rd time now. I think 3rd time straight, actually. Damn, been putting in a lot of work since the last pay-per-view. I think this has actually been the 3rd week straight for Alyssa Bond. Might be the 3rd week straight. I think it is the 3rd week straight. Alyssa Bond, once again, looking to pick up the W here tonight. Extend her winning streak to 4. So 5. This is her 5th match. Of course, debuted in that classic at Gridlock against Candice LeOn, and what a match it was. It was either that or the Tiffany Alice Blake match that was match of the night that night. It was so close. It was hard to pick. In fact, even on the main event, you know, that Gridlock card was phenomenal. One of the best pay-per-views so far. And here we go, Davina Blair, Alyssa Bond. 1-on-1, second match of our main card tonight. Interested to see how this one goes. Will it be another quick one for Bond, or will she look to steal the show again? Davina Blair, though, certainly not an easy opposition to face. If she locks in that rear naked choke, it could be night-night for anybody she steps in the ring against. I mean, Amy Winters was newcomer of the year, but as soon as that rear naked choke was locked in, it was all over and we had a new champ. Don't count out Davina Blair. Look at this takedown, though, by Alyssa Bond. Looking to pick Davina Blair up to her feet. Welcome to the stream, Vic. Haven't missed your match yet. In fact, it's a match I'm definitely looking forward to on this card, the co-main event. Nice suplex by Alyssa Bond. Kick to the midsection of Davina Blair. Blair back up to her feet, only for a fireman's carry, though, catching Bond off guard. Looking to pick Bond up to her feet once again. Irish whip going to send Bond into the ropes. Beautiful flapjack. Oh, across the middle rope. That can't be comfortable. Using the environment to her advantage there as Davina Blair. I don't know if that was intentional, but I would imagine it would be. Into the pin. Thinking she's done it. Not even a 1 count now. Come on. That's a bit too soon. Overhand right by Davina Blair. Boot to the midsection. Exchanging blows in the center of the ring. Now an arm drag by Blair. Has Alyssa Bond by the head. Working the arm. Got forearm to the arm. Grabbing Alyssa Bond by the hair. Looking to maybe put her up against the ropes or in the corner. But Bond too quick. Couple of elbows to the midsection to force a release. A break in the action. Shaking out the cobwebs. Irish whip. Oh, that running high knee by Bond. Takes Davina Blair right off her feet. Roundhouse kick by Bond. Now a chop. And then an Irish whip by Alyssa Bond. Pullback attack. Oh, nasty knee. Davina Blair could well be out of it. Could well be fighting on just sheer instinct right now. That was a nasty knee. Seems to be still capable. Nice reversal by Bond. Flips out of whatever Blair was looking for. Lufes press now. Some heavy right hands. Straight on the chin. Dropping those knees across the midsection. And once again, driving the knees across the body. Oh my God. Following up with more knee strikes. Alyssa Bond and these knees tonight. Really putting them to good use. Has the head of Davina Blair. Spinning neckbreaker. Fisherman's neckbreaker. That's a patented move of Alyssa Bond's. Could be closing in on the victory. Only going to get herself a 2 count here, but you know what follows. Davina Blair's got to be watching out, or she could find herself going face first against that mat. Here we go. Alyssa Bond scouring up Davina Blair. This could be another quick one. Oh, but a reversal. Davina Blair clutching up. Now a Pele kick by the former Women's Intercontinental Champion. Oh, this is a vintage combination. Pele kick into that massive swing. Round and round and round we go for Alyssa Bond. I don't think Blair's really hit much offense in this match, though. It'd be interesting to see if this is enough to get the job done. She's won with this move before. Put down Joy Justice, I believe. With that big swing into the pin on Alyssa Bond. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Bond able to kick out. So far, this has been one hell of a match. Moonsault by Davina Blair. Looking to pick Alyssa Bond up to her feet. I think Davina Blair locked out there. Alyssa Bond locked out there. Davina Blair not opting to go for that rear naked choke. Instead, going for the big swing. Didn't get a chance to see her submission defense tonight. Looking to pick Alyssa Bond up to her feet. Double leg takedown by the newcomer. Now going to hook the leg. 1. Only a 1 count. Lift up, reverse, DDT. Davina Blair going to roll out under the ring. Alyssa Bond going to follow. Clothesline, short arm clothesline. I think my finisher damage just isn't high enough for us. I mean, did you see that undercard? 3 finishers in that undercard match. Nice reversal by Alyssa Bond. Davina Blair has Bond up on her shoulders. Perhaps they're going to use her environment once again, dropping her face first on the apron. Oh my God. Bond needs to watch out. Davina Blair putting it on the line. Big crossbody splash from the top rope. Splash, not crossbody. What am I saying? Now looking to pick Bond up to her feet. Oh no, looking for a count out perhaps. Leg drop right across the midsection. You sure, Marty? I had a few people saying that it takes too many finishes. I don't know. Maybe I have to turn it up. I'm not sure. Alyssa Bond looking to pick Davina Blair up to her feet. Irish whip though by Blair, looking to take this match back in the ring, or at least get closer to it. Irish whip once again by Davina Blair. Under the bottom rope we go. Stomp to the lower back of Alyssa Bond. On that second rope, Davina Blair up, looking to fly through the air. And Alyssa Bond slowly but surely rises up to her feet. Here comes Davina Blair. Looks to leap. Drop kick, sidestepped by Alyssa Bond. Irish whip now going to put Davina Blair into the near right corner. Face first against that top turnbuckle. Bond going to turn her around. I think I know what Bond's going for. We've seen her hit this a few times. Yes, yes she is. Blair got to watch out. Getting quite the mouthful. Oh, and now Alyssa Bond scouting up Davina Blair. This time there's no reversal. Blair in trouble. Face first against the mat. Interested to see if Blair can kick out of this. Drags her away from the ropes. Hooks that leg. No chance of a rope break there. 1, 2. No! Blair! Blair with the kick out. Nice elbow drop to the midsection by Alyssa Bond. Overhand right. Now another overhand right to follow. Bond picking Davina Blair up to her feet. Irish whip into that far right corner. Reversal by Blair. This has been a great match. I'd say this has been match of the night so far. We've still got a long way to go though. This time Bond going to catch the leg of Blair. Sweep it out, landing face first on the mat. Should dab on stream. Maybe for the giveaway I will. So. Reverse DDT by Alyssa Bond. What a match this has been so far. Getting into the last stages now. Surely the two competitors start the tire. It's getting to the point where they feel they can get the pin off of any maneuver, as we've just seen there. Into the pin off of that reverse DDT. They're able to power up to her feet. Nice forearm straight to the temple. Ducks underneath, only to receive a clothesline. Alyssa Bond looking to pick Davina Blair up to her feet. Irish whip into that far left corner. Blair could be going for it. I mean, Blair could be receiving it once again. Alyssa Bond. I don't think Blair's enjoying this in the corner. Blair could be in trouble. Not quite 100% right now. Needs to get her wits about it because Alyssa Bond could be closing in on the victory. Oh, Bond is just playing with her right now. Look at this. Just rolling around. Davina caught in between the legs. This is not a nice place to be right now for Davina Blair. Looking helpless. Oh, wait. Able to escape. Punch after punch after punch to the ribs. Reversal once again by Bond, though. Look to go for a Michinoku driver, I believe. Oh, and Bond now for the second time! Surely this time might well be enough to put down the former Women's Intercontinental Champion. Again, driven face first into the mat. 1, 2, 3, and Bond picks up the victory. What a match. Match of the night so far for sure. Second match into the main card, and Bond picking up more momentum ahead of her match with Samantha Steele. Next Sunday, no, it will be next Saturday. Be a former Women's Intercontinental Champion tonight, but I would say Samantha Steele is a whole other beast entirely. But now up next, a highly anticipated debut, and one I'm sure Alice Blake and Tiffany Razor will be keeping their eyes on. Willow Nightling, one-on-one with the debuting Reese LaMaster. Willow Nightling, of course, scheduled to take place in a match on day 2 of Implosion against Quinn Bell. 2 out of 3 falls. Certainly needs the momentum just as much as Reese will in her debut. This will be an interesting matchup for sure. Of course, Reese was very quick to get under the skin of several of the competitors in this division, immediately going after the new women's hardcore champion Tiffany Razor, attacking her after a match that when she won the bout, and then last week, last week, she attacked Alice Blake before her title rematch. A tweet from one half of the CMV Women's Tag Team Champion, Cassie Maverick, saying, "Rubbing your butt in people's faces is a sure path to victory." And here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. The debuting Reese LaMaster. And I'm sure this is going to be one hell of a match between two of the perhaps best competitors on the show. I'm interested to see how Reese does. against Willow, because Willow is no pushover. Willow's beaten the likes of Quinn. I mean, that's a big win to obtain, and I'm interested to see how this match goes. I can announce, though, something that I'm sure Tiffany will be happy about. Tiffany, of course, wants to get her hands on Reese. Well, she might very well get the chance, because next week, Reese, who's obviously made it her goal to go after the Women's Hardcore Championship, she will get a chance to be in that Women's Hardcore Championship match at Implosion next week. And I'm sure Tiffany will be watching that one with a keen eye, because I know she wants to get her hands on Reese. And if Reese is in that ladder match, well, I'm sure emotions will be high as this match gets underway now. Singles action. Willow Nightling, Reese the Master. Third match of the main card, and Willow straight out of the gate with a neck breaker. Now looking to pick Reese up to her feet. Grabs her by the head. Nice knee to the face. Doesn't even take Reese off of her feet, though. Forearm smash. Hard hitting here from Willow. Oh, damn. Knee to the midsection. Welcome to Ferocity, I guess, from Willow. Willow enjoying her handiwork. Reese a little bit taken off her feet here. Taking a second to recover. Back to her feet. Gonna grab Willow by the head. Drive her face first into the floor. Now looking to pick Willow up to her feet again. Knee to the midsection. Reese now going to be the one to take control. We have one more show of Ferocity and Unmatched to go. Yes, Topher. Irish whip by Reese. Next Sunday and Saturday is Implosion. Wednesday will be Unmatched. Thursday will be Ferocity. Work finally gave me the shifts I want, so they will be on the days I want to stream them. Reese with a headlock on Willow Nightling. Another boot to the midsection. Going for a neck breaker. I'm sure there'll be stacked cards for the go home, although it can't get much more stacked than tonight's main event. That elimination tag is going to be a good one, I can just tell. Willow Nightling in a seated position. Grabbing her by the hair, up to one knee. Little boot to the midsection there by Reese. Oh, nasty! Drives the head of Willow into the mat once again. As Reese now scales up to the second rope. Rolling senton to the midsection. And now taunting for the crowd. Certainly feeling confident in her debut. I mean, she's been waiting a while. I mean, she attacked Tiffany like 3 weeks ago now. She's been waiting a good 3 weeks to get in the ring and show the entire division what she's made of. And tonight she's certainly doing it so far. Been a back and forth matchup between herself and Willow. Reese looking to pick Willow up to her feet. Has her by the head. Elbow to the back of the head. Could stun Willow momentarily. Allow Reese to capitalize with an Irish whip into that far left corner. Looking to put her up against the top rope. What could Reese be looking for? Willow up on the top. Deep arm drag from the top rope down. Launched Willow across the ring. Reese figures she's done the job. Only a count of one though. Willow able to kick out quickly. Going to take a little bit more than that to put down the former Women's Hardcore Championship contender. Slamming the back of the head of Willow Nightling against the mat. Of course, I think Quinn and Willow are the fourth match from the main event on day 2, the final stream. 2 out of 3 falls match. So this is a big match to debut in. Willow going to be quite high up on the card at Implosion. I think the Women's Hardcore title match might be right before that. Can't remember the card layout off the top of my head. Of course, it'll be tweeted next week. Now, snapmare by Willow. Willow cutting off the oxygen flow here, squeezing down the midsection, making Reese tire herself out, trying to escape. Oh, that's a nasty elbow, followed by a second relentless elbows here from Reese as she escapes from that hold. Back to her feet, misses the grapple, does Willow. Gets it on the second attempt though. Grabbing Reese by the hair, gonna put her into the corner. Face first against that top turnbuckle over and over again. Willow certainly looking to dish out some punishment here. Willow might feel that she's being used to elevate new talent, and Willow obviously not liking that, taking it personally as she's certainly being very damaging tonight. Lateral press, 1. Only a 1 count. Reese able to kick out relatively quickly. Boot to the back of the head of Reese. Willow up on that second rope. Reese holding her back in pain. Willow wants Reese on her feet, and Reese slowly but surely going to rise up there. Willow flies, catches Reese. And by the head, driving her right down into the mat. Now looking to pick Reese immediately back up, giving her no time to breathe. Has her on one knee. What's Willow looking for here? Spinning neck breaker. Reese, veteran instincts, rolling to the apron, using the ropes to create some breathing room here. Allow time for recollection. Straight right though by Willow, takes her down to the floor below. No time to recover. High pressure tactics here from Willow, picking Reese back up to her feet on the outside now. Let's not have a count now. Oh! Reese sent face first into that steel ring post. Damn, that was gnarly. Willow looking to pick Reese up. Well, no, stop to the face by Willow. Reese might not even be with it right now. Head colliding with that steel ring post. Able to get a dragon screw off, but needs to get back in the ring. Taunting now. Not the right type to taunt, I would say. Reese looking to pick Willow up to her feet. Let's get this back in the ring. Irish whip by Reese. Back in the ring we go. Willow trying to get back up to her feet, but Reese not allowing it. Boot to the midsection. No big moves hit yet by either competitor as Reese looks to target the leg. Into the pin now once again from Reese, looking for that 3 count, not even a 1 count, or barely a 1 count here. As Willow trapped in between the legs, perhaps going for some elbows, but Willow able to slip right through and get back up to her feet. Fireman's carry now by Reese. Looks to pick Willow up to her feet once again. Reese has the head of Willow, a nice neck breaker by Reese. Stops it, oh, the arm there. Stomping right on the fingers. Oh! Reese scouting up Willow. What's she looking for here? Drives that face right down to the mat. A little face buster there. Into the pin. That could be enough. 1, 2, 3. And Reese debuts in style. A big victory for Reese LeMaster here in our 3rd match on the main card. Maybe Kayla, we'll have to wait and see. It looks like not though. I mean, Alice and Tiffany might be preparing for that main event. Reese able to pick up the victory though in her debut tonight. A great match between herself and Willow. What a performance by the debuting Reese LeMaster. Certainly able to back up those attacks. As we head into some more singles action. 2 of the competitors in that Women's Hardcore Championship match in action up next. Jasmine Crossings, who has only lost 1 match since returning to CMV. Going one-on-one with Aurora. Aurora going to be first out. Well, actually, she's been going by the name Rory. Ever since she was taken under the clientele of the Friends of Cole Savage. I don't believe Crossings has lost a singles match though since returning to CMV. Aurora's been on quite the roll as of late. As far as singles competition goes, I think she's lost 1 match in like the last 3 or the last 4. Very good record as of late. Who are the people confirmed for that Women's Hardcore Championship match at Implosion? 6 Women's Ladder match. The Women's Hardcore Championship will be hung high above the ring, as we now await the arrival of Jasmine Crossings. The former No Morality member. Certainly been the breakout star of that stable. Certainly had the best record of everyone who's come from it. Did the best in the Rumble as well. I think she eliminated 3 or 4 people in the Rumble, including Tiffany Razor, the current Women's Hardcore Champion. So that would give her some high hopes ahead of the title match at Implosion. Right, though, she'll be looking for some last-minute momentum with a win over Aurora. Aurora at one point, you know, a year or so ago, a year and a half ago, was dubbed the next big thing. I mean, she was rising the ranks. She got to that semi-final in the 16 Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament. No, she got to the final. Lost to Samantha Steele. She did take a bit of a dip for a year or so, but she's certainly back on a run of form after becoming a client of Cole Savage. Here we go, though. Fourth match of the evening, Aurora and Jasmine Crossing singles action. Aurora out of the gate, straight into a backslide driver. And a stomp to the back to follow, looking to pick Jasmine Crossings up to her feet. Knee to the face, though, by Jasmine. Grabbing Aurora by the legs, up into the air, looking to drop a neck first across the back of a, well, kind of side of a thigh. Knee to the midsection. How many times did I say back of there? Inadvertently. Reverse DDT across the knee, into a neck breaker. What's up next? Co-main event, fatal four-way action. One half of the, well, four of the teams confirmed in the Women's Tag Team Turmoil match collide once again. Last week, it was the champ who came out with a victory. Will we see the same result this week? Will Cassie Maverick be able to follow in her tag partner's footsteps and pick up the W in that fatal four-way? Irish whip by Jasmine Crossings. Hurricane Rana. Now Crossings up on the second rope, looking to fly through the air. Gesturing for Aurora to get to her feet. Aurora might not know what's coming. Crossings looks to fly. Misses the knee. That could be a turning point. Stop. Oh, what? What was that bend? Aurora looking to pick Jasmine Crossings up. The flexibility is insane here. Driven face first into the mat there. Now looking to pick Crossings back up into a seated position. Dragging her by the hair. Up to one knee. I don't think it was a long entrance, Orbs. When I was adding the custom theme, I'm pretty sure it was the default entrance, I think. The default core entrance. I don't think that unless that's long. I haven't really seen the default one. Maybe that is a long entrance, I'm not sure. But I don't think it was that long. Float over DDT by Jasmine Crossings. Looking to pick Aurora up into it. Oh, kick to the back. Thought she was going to pick her up to her feet. Stop to the thigh. Couple of boots to the midsection by Jasmine Crossings. Big forearm to follow. Now a stomp to the arm. Looking to pick Aurora up to her feet. Aurora, though, planting Crossings face first into the mat. Still to come, Tertiary Co. and main event. Co-main event tonight, Amber Briggs takes on Quinn Bell. Main event, 8 women's elimination tag. Tiffany Razor, Jada Storm, Danger Close take on Riley Dixon, Jade Devine, Alice Blake, and Megan Cooper. 4 implosion matches collide in our main event. Jasmine Crossings on the apron, charged down to the floor below by Aurora. Aurora going to leap over that top rope onto the apron. Looking for a run up to fly through the air. Hurricane Rana by Aurora. Want to get this match back in the ring. Don't want to count out. We haven't had a single count out for a while now, I feel. It's been a long time. I remember last season we were getting count outs left, right, and center. Especially in tag matches. This season's been pretty good. Not many count outs. Looking to pick Aurora up to her feet. Nice knee to the midsection. I'll pick up the updated Tiffany probably probably after the show. Yeah, after the show. I'll be on to download any updates. Back into the ring we go. Anyone has implosion attires, this will be the last chance to get them up. Or not even implosion attires, just updated attires before implosion. I mean, you can upload them later in the week, but there's a chance I might have already recorded the match. Clothesline by Crossings. I might not have, but if you have an implosion attire and you want it up, be sure to get it up as soon as possible. Nice leg drop by Jasmine Crossings. Looks to pick Aurora up into a seated position. Snapmare now by Aurora. Elbow to the forehead. Jasmine Crossings back up to her feet. Oh, reverse STO by Crossings out of nowhere. Stop to the arm. Just as I thought this match was going a little bit slow and starting to pick up. Crossings looking to pick Aurora up. Aurora going to sweep that leg out from underneath. Aurora now looking to pick Crossings up. Boot to the midsection by Aurora. Driven face first into the mat. Oh, look. Tiffany might not like that. Just used Tiffany's SIG. I'm sure Tiffany's not too happy about that. Reversal by Jasmine, though. Little cartwheel. I could do a pretty good cartwheel, I'm not going to lie. I am very excited for Implosion, although the build-up to Implosion is stressful. Like, so stressful. But when the show gets here, it'll be fun. Oh, that would have been a beautiful sequence if she would have been able to connect. Neckbreaker, though, by Aurora. Aurora now in the corner. Taunting for the crowd is the French-born competitor. Boot to the midsection. Aurora looking to pick Jasmine Crossings up to her feet again. This has been a relatively slow-paced matchup. The two competitors feeling each other out ahead of Implosion. You know, this is essentially 2-6 of the Implosion match, or 1/3, I could have just said. Oh, a taunt by Jasmine again. But yeah, this is essentially 1/3 of the Implosion Women's Hardcore Championship match. We will find out the final spot next week. I can confirm it will be the former Women's Undisputed Champion Sophia Gibson that takes on Reese LeMaster in that qualification match. The winner of which, of course, will join the Women's Hardcore Championship ladder match. I'm sure Tiffany will be rooting for Reese to win that. I know Tiffany wants to get her hands on her as Aurora looks to scout up Jasmine Crossings. Bring this match to a close. This would be Crossings' first loss in singles action since returning. Gonna drag her away from the ropes. New finisher as well for Aurora. Rolling her over. Could that be enough for the finish? Debuting that new finisher tonight. 2, 3, and yes, it will be. Aurora gets the W ahead of Implosion, getting a run over one of her opponents in that ladder match. And you see Scars in this ringside, the reason she's in that Women's Hardcore Championship match. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the tertiary main event of the evening. Fatal four-way action. Last-minute momentum. Bad Company will have some momentum heading into Implosion. Oh, Cassie. Cassie obviously not trusting the other competitors in this matchup. Not bringing her belt out with her. Cassie Mavericks, I guess, maybe believes that one of the teams out here will probably take the belt if she brings it out. The cowgirl, though, making her way down the ramp. Ahead of Implosion, would love to follow in Fury's footsteps and pick up some much-needed momentum ahead of that tag team turmoil match, because we don't know where she's going to come out. Bad Company could come out first, and they could have to go through 5 teams. They could come out last and just have to go through 1. We'll have to wait and see. Look at that Bad Company belt buckle. Where's that on the CMV store, Rick? Oh, Cassie dyed her hair brown. But out next, one half of Ultra Carnage. Violet. Of course, Kelsey Carnage in action last week. Didn't take the pin in the Fatal 4-Way. I believe it was Luna Sung Ho, one half of Total Eclipse, who took the L. Vic, a big Violet fan. Ultra Carnage do indeed have some great attires. who will be out next. I think it's going to be one half of Total Eclipse. Solar Sung Ho, only loss in her CMV career so far is to Alice Blake after she had to go through an elimination fatal 4-way to get a title shot. Then got beaten by Blake later on in the night. But that is her only loss in CMV so far. I believe she's the... I don't know if Cassie actually has fatal 4-way experience. I don't know if she's ever been in the 4-way. I know she's been in loads of triple threats, a couple of 6-person matches, but I'm going to say she has been in the 4-way, but Solar Sung Ho for sure has the most recent 4-way experience. That came out wrong. Didn't mean like that. I meant fatal 4-way. Last but not least, though, one third of the establishment. Raiden Brooks, the quote new definition of dominance. Welcome back, Marty. Raiden Brooks now making her way down the ramp. Down the ramp. I was about to say down the Ross, because Ross Fowler just talked, but down the ramp for this fatal 4-way match. One fall to a finish. Big chance for some momentum ahead of Implosion. In fact, we used to do matches like this. There was a pay-per-view called Nightmare Before Christmas back in the day, where there was 2 fatal 4-ways for the tag titles. If the champions won both, they would retain. If the champions won one, another team won one, they would have to defend against that team next month. And if the champions didn't win any, they would be vacated of the belts. That was a cool little stipulation. Might need to bring that back in the future. Mix up the tag division a bit. I think that was quite fun. But here we go. Cassie Maverick, Violet, Solar Sung Ho, and Raiden Brooks. Fatal 4-way action underway. Solar going straight after Cassie. Of course, Solar eliminated Cassie Maverick from the Women's Royal Rumble, so I'm sure Cassie would love to get a bit of revenge here. Stomps the arm. In fact, Solar lasted quite long in the Women's Royal Rumble. Came out at like number 10 and lasted till about 24. Probably the third, fourth, probably within the top 5 longest times this year. Obviously, Dynamite and Jada had the most time in the Rumble. The eventual winner, Ali Cage, was in there for a relative amount of time. Fury had quite a lot of time in there. Violet and Raiden Brooks going at it. Violet going after the biggest competitor in the matchup. Knee across the midsection of Solar Sung Ho. Irish whip by Raiden Brooks sends Violet into the ropes. Tries to make her come crashing down, but Violet reverses. Solar Sung Ho up on that second rope. Looks to fly. Crossbody. Did nothing. Raiden Brooks just shrugged it off. And now Raiden looking to turn her attention to Solar Sung Ho. Irish whip against the ropes. Rebounding off. Gets taken down though. Nice gut wrench suplex by one half of Total Eclipse. The older sister of the two. What? Jade Dynamite has brown hair, Bateman. Huh? Elbow to the face. Boot to the midsection. Look at it. Oh my god, the strength of Violet. Damn, that powerbomb to Raiden Brooks is rare. We see Raiden Brooks thrown around. Driven the face of Solar Sung Ho into the mat. Irish whip now by Violet sends Raiden Brooks over the top rope onto the apron. Right hand. Cassie Maverick on the second rope. Looks to fly. Drop kick, but I appreciate that, Bateman. Look at that. Cassie Maverick taunting for the crowd as Violet and Raiden go at it. Ringside. Of course, you can't win the match on the outside, but you can certainly lose it. Of course, you don't have to be involved in the decision to lose a fatal 4-way match. I mean, Cassie could pin or submit. So, oh, wait. Speaking of big moves, that may end up with a pin. Here comes a good old-fashioned cut punt. On the outside as well, we just saw Violet thrown into those steel steps. Into the pin from Cassie Maverick. Oh, Raiden's head clashing with the steel steps. But only going to be a 2 count, so the Sung Ho able to kick out. Punch to the midsection by Sung Ho. Raiden and Violet have been going at it mercilessly. Reversal by Cassie Maverick. Plotting the face of Solo Sung Ho into the mat. This is vintage Raiden Brooks. Oh, Cassie trying to break it up. Raiden Brooks going to cap off that Chimera with a straightjacket German as Cassie looks for the cutter. Vintage Cassie Maverick. Cassie's cutter connects. Cassie realizing Raiden's still up. Got to take Raiden out of the equation so she can go for the pin. But now Violet's recovering. Oh, Violet. I think Violet tried to steal the pin but broke it up. Great ring awareness by one half of Ultra Carnage. Oh, I thought she was into the pin again there. Looking to pick Solo Sung Ho into a seated position, then up to one knee. Violet saving this matchup now from behind, picking Cassie Maverick up onto her shoulders. Hard Irish whip by Raiden Brooks. Oh, wait, Violet into the pin. Raiden's on the outside. 2, only a 2 count. Raiden with a big boot caught by Solo Sung Ho. Irish whip into the steel steps. Violet on the second rope. Flies senton to the midsection. Kick to the midsection now by Violet. Irish whip under the bottom rope. Plotting the face of Violet into the mat. And now Solo Sung Ho scouting up Raiden. Realizes there's a pin going on. Breaks it up. Great ring IQ by Solo Sung Ho. Oh, Raiden Brooks has her up in the air. Looking for shell shocked. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if Cassie and Violet don't break this up, could be all she wrote. But Raiden's not going for the pin. Running Bulldog, dropping Cassie right on the down. Solo Sung Ho. Oh! Violet looking to take out Raiden now. Just as Solo recovers, Raiden going to roll to the outside. Violet going to follow suit as Cassie Maverick starts to recover in the center of the ring. This has certainly been a high-paced tag team match. And now Violet. Oh my God, they're both looking for big moves. Violet with that Michinoku driver. But Solo Sung Ho didn't even hit hers. Into the pin though from Violet. 1, 2, no, 2 count. Gonna take a lot more to put down that. I think she's a heavyweight, Raiden Brooks. Oh, there are more. No, Violet's too busy taunting. Cassie in trouble. Raiden. Violet was trying to break it up, and Raiden blocked her off. And total eclipse. Pick up the W. Raiden obviously didn't see the submission was going on. Violet went to break it up. Raiden threw her out the ring, and then Cassie Maverick submitted to Solo Sung Ho. In a way, Raiden just cost everybody that match. But now up next, ladies and gentlemen, co-main event time! A rematch from like 5 months ago, back when Quinn was the Women's Undisputed Champion. Quinn Bell had an arm injury, was not 100%, forced to fight Briggs inside a steel cage. Briggs worked that arm constantly for the entire match. Eventually, Quinn just had to give in. Nasty big boot to the arm, followed by, I think, a boss bomb, or it was either a boss bomb or her submission. And that was all she wrote. This time, though, Quinn comes into this match 100%. And I would say this is arguably 2 of the toughest competitors on the roster colliding in one-on-one action. I'm expecting a good match here. Amber Briggs won Vixen of the Year last year. And Match of the Year. And she's not had a bad year so far either. Yes, she might not be a hardcore champion anymore. Yes, she might have lost her rematch. But she's been putting on a lot of good matches, and she's still, I think she might have only been pinned once since the turn of the year. Because, of course, she didn't get pinned in her rematch against Blake. She got put down, and Blake was able to climb the ladder and retrieve the belt. So I don't think Briggs has actually been pinned that much. Maybe once, maybe twice. Dynamite pinned her. I think Divine might have. But hasn't been pinned too much. But here comes the Queen. The former Women's Undisputed Champion. Second longest in the history of CMV. Two-time Women's Undisputed Champion, technically. She was the champion of the year last year. And well deserved. Held that belt for 7 months. From Implosion all the way to Oblivion before losing it in an elimination triple threat to Divine. Never got her rematch. And when she finally did get her rematch, she was screwed by a former tag team partner who she will be facing at Implosion. And here we go. Amber Briggs, Quinn Bell. Both of them need momentum. Amber Briggs takes on Kristen Page. Oh, but that wasn't this year, though, Vic. Well, it was this year, like, in real life calendar. But as far as, like, where the game is, it wasn't this year, like, since after the Glammy Awards. But yeah, he did get submitted by Maria de la Cruz. Into the pin already is Quinn. Not respected. I mean, Quinn feels she's the best. Feels she should still be champ if it wasn't a triple threat. And Quinn maybe feels that the only reason Amber Briggs won last time is because she wasn't 100%. Maybe feels that she could beat Briggs easily this time around. Irish whip now by Quinn Bell. Going to send Amber Briggs into the ropes. Look at the dominance so far employed by Quinn Bell. I don't think Amber Briggs has hit a move yet. Quinn looking to pick Briggs up to her feet. Punch to the midsection though by Briggs. Now looking to turn it around. Has Quinn Bell up on her shoulders. Damn, Briggs already with a running power slam. With a single move, the powerhouse that is Briggs immediately turns this match back around. Briggs might not be the tallest, might not be the biggest, but I would say she's probably the most physically gifted. Her or Cooper, probably the most physically gifted as far as strength and power goes. Fury's got to be up there. But Fury, at least this season, has become a lot more technical with her submissions. You know, ever since her knees went, she's become a lot more technical. Brianna and Raiden up there too, but I would say Amber Briggs or Cooper probably the most powerful competitors on the roster, just as far as the impact in their moves goes. Shoulder block by now by Amber Briggs, not Megan Cooper. Jawbreaker by Quinn Bell. Megan Cooper will be in action up next though, main event. Elimination women's tag match, and boy, is it going to be a good one. Quinn Bell off the ropes, looking to drive those heels into the side of the head of of Briggs. Stop to the back now. I don't know how those heels are legal. But Quinn somehow gets away with it. Quinn looking to fly from that top rope. What's she looking for? A drop kick again! Driving those heels. Trying to pierce the skin of Briggs. Punch to the midsection though by Briggs. Once again, look at the absolute power behind that sidewalk slam. Briggs takes a second to take a look at the impact. Overhand right now by Amber Briggs, followed by another and a third overhand right. I'd say this match has become relatively back and forth now in the latter stage. Well, not latter stages, but now we're midway through. Quinn has Briggs up in the air, drops her right down from a solid 6 feet in the air. Quinn circling, looking to work the legs. Of course, Amber Briggs going to have to watch out for the Irish sleeper and the alarm bell. Just as Quinn's going to have to watch out for that accolade These two both have submission capabilities. Speaking of, Quinn with a lion tamer. But Briggs quickly able to power out a very strong core. Like I said, very powerful. Overhand right by Amber Briggs. Irish whip going to send Quinn into that far right corner. Stunned against the ropes. What's Briggs looking for here? Big punch to the body. Reversal though. Forearm smash by Quinn. Quinn with Briggs once again on the shoulders. Reversal this time by Briggs. Saw it coming. Reverse DDT to the Queen. Now Briggs with a stomp to the gut. Looking to pick Quinn Bell up to her feet. What now on the shoulders of Amber Briggs. Looking to drag her across the ring. Driving the back of her head against the middle turnbuckle. And letting her simply collapse down to the mat. Briggs with a stomp to the arm. Looking for a bullplex. Looking to continue to show off that power. Now a roar by the former Women's Undisputed and Women's Hardcore Champion. One of the competitors that's very close to becoming Triple Crown. Don't have a single Triple Crown or Grand Slam competitor in the women's division yet. We have a couple that close. Fury and Cassie being the closest. They just need that hardcore championship. Now it's Briggs' turn to look for a submission. Single leg Boston Crab. Can Quinn reach the ropes, or will she even need to? Will she be able to power out? She does. Not as quick as Briggs does, but still powers out nonetheless. Now an overhand right by Quinn, looking to pick Briggs up to her feet. Overhand right once again. Oh, I thought it was going to be the Irish sleeper there. Instead, Russian leg sweep. Springs up to her feet. Quinn very athletic in her own right now, taunting the crowd as Briggs tries to recover. Backhand. Call her the Queen of Bitch Slaps for a reason. Irish whip once again sends Quinn, or Quinn sends Briggs into the corner. Irish whip by Quinn. Briggs reverses. Quinn in the corner. Knees straight to the face of Amber Briggs. And now Quinn from the second rope. Drop kick. Once again, grounding Amber Briggs. Briggs crawling into the corner. Quinn's not letting up though. Flying forearm in the corner. And Briggs is grounded. Not for long though. Briggs just powers out of the corner. Pushes Quinn away. Boot to the midsection though by Quinn. Overhand left. Could have been going for that Irish sleeper. She might well have been. But I think Briggs counted it. Briggs could have been going for something there. But a knee to the midsection by Quinn. Quinn now gets corner fireman's carry. Back and forth. These two go in the co-main event. Now Briggs looking to pick Quinn up to her feet. Jawbreaker by the Queen. Stunning Briggs momentarily. Uranagi. Oh, onto the knee. No, an Irish curse. Going for a second Irish curse. And of course, Vintage Quinn going to cap it off with a third and final Irish curse to the back of Amber Briggs. Briggs down. Quinn back up to her feet. Sees that Briggs is about to recover. Helps her up. Doesn't give her time to recover. Goes for a scoop slam. Briggs on the slip free. Reverse it into a reverse DDT on Quinn. High-paced back and forth matchup so far in our co-main event. Stop to the face. Now looking to pick the Queen up to her feet. What's Briggs looking for here? Up on the shoulders. Reversal immediately by Quinn. Does not want to be on the shoulders of Briggs too long. She felt that power slam at the start of this match, and she does not want to feel it again. Now a little cartwheel elbow drop. Witten perhaps looking to go to the top rope. Pacing back and forth. Leaps to the top rope. Goes for what was it? Irish hangover. Forgot the name of that finishing move. It's been a long time since hit that. Looking to drag Amber Briggs away from the ropes. Lateral press by Quinn. Still a 1 count though. Still too soon to be expecting much more. Quinn looking to pick Briggs up to her feet. Irish whip by Quinn puts Briggs in that far right corner. What's Quinn looking for? Oh! Ringing the bell. Saved by the bell. The bell certainly has been rung. Now looking to pick Quinn straight back up. Briggs immediately recovers. Boot to the midsection. Headbutt. Right hand. Oh my god. Briggs! Briggs has Quinn laid across that second rope. Apron drop kick to the side of the head of the Queen. And Briggs back in control. That's what I mean. Quinn has been largely in control, but then Briggs just hits one big move to turn it back around. Oh, a 2 count. Edge of their seats, Vic. Edge of their seats. Looking to pick Quinn up. Quinn going to push Briggs away and get back to her feet immediately. Briggs holding her back in pain. Can't be feeling too great as Quinn taunts in the corner. Topher's on the edge of his seat, munching on his fingernails. Oh! Now it's Quinn's turn. Looking for the botchplex. Perfect bridge into the pin. 1, 2. Still a 2 count. Overhand right by Quinn. Oh, taking a page out of Sophia Coolbar's book. The 4th ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. Quinn on the apron. Briggs rising up. What's Quinn looking for? Springs into the air. Crossbody. I was going to say clothesline. My words have been jumbling up this stream, that's for sure. Looking to pick Briggs up, though. Good one, Marty. Briggs looking to pick Quinn up to her feet. What's Briggs looking for? Maybe that jackhammer, but Quinn reverses it. Punch to the midsection by Quinn. Quinn now has Briggs up on her shoulders. Looking for a bit of snake eyes in the corner. Now a stomp to the kneecap. Quinn in the corner. Watching her handiwork. Enjoying herself right now. Oh my god. No! Quinn, not like this! 1, 2! Only a 2 count. Could you imagine if that's the way Quinn picked up the victory? Emma Briggs has Quinn up on her shoulders. Quinn able to slip free. Reverse DDT. Stomp to the forehead. Oh, look at Quinn driving. Oh! Oh, that could have fractured Emma Briggs' skull right there. Quinn from the second rope. Crossbody. Oh! Briggs! Briggs catches the crossbody. Scoop slam by the former women's hardcore champion. Into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. And kick to the back. Right, reversal by Quinn. Boots a punch to the midsection. Quinn with a rake of the eyes. The dirty heel turns Briggs around. This could be coming to an ending controversy. Oh, but Briggs in the corner, not allowing Quinn to once again ring the bell. Left hook by Amber Briggs. A stop to the midsection by Briggs. Quinn in a seated position. The match starting to slow a little bit as these two become tired. I'm sure we'll see a second burst of pace in the latter stages. Gut wrench suplex by the boss. Gonna drag Quinn away from the ropes. Hook that leg. 1, 2. 2 count. Only watch the Shayna versus Nikki Cross match. Working the shoulder of Quinn. Amber Briggs looking to pick Quinn up into that seated position. Working the shoulder. Shayna's the best, Bateman, and I'm so glad you hate her, because that makes me love her even more. Into the pin, though, from Briggs. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Yeah, the pace really has slowed down here in the co-main event. Briggs could well have blown her gas tank. Overhand right by Quinn. Quinn! Arm under the chin! The Irish sleeper. Could it be enough? Oh, Briggs able to grab hold of the hair, stun Quinn momentarily. If something's not broken, why fix it? crossbody. Amber Briggs once again catches her. Dropping her face first over that top rope, hanging her out to dry. Goes for a scoop slam, boot to the back of the leg of Amber Briggs. Overhand right by Quinn. Oh, Quinn could well have been going for the alarm bell there. Boot to the back of the leg. Reverse DDT across the knee by Briggs. Is it bad that when you said that I thought of Just Insane? Put the accent on it. Quinn back up to her feet, gets caught in the snapmare. Boot to the back of Quinn. Looking to pick Quinn up. Has Quinn by the head. Oh! Briggs! Briggs! Briggs looking to give Quinn a taste of her own medicine! Rear naked choke! Oh, could you imagine if Quinn submitted here at the hands of Briggs? Quinn has been in there a long time. Briggs actually let her go. Briggs actually finally let her go. Look, Briggs is like, yeah, I can give you some of that if you want. Briggs going to drag Quinn away from the ropes. Another stomp to the midsection. I feel like Briggs is probably saving her finishes for that powerbomb Boston Crab, I feel. Amber Briggs, she hasn't hit anything yet. I mean, she's hit a sig, I think, but nothing else. Couple of boots there by Amber Briggs. Quinn able to push her away. Oh my God, Quinn again! Briggs is in. Oh, wait, no! Briggs counters it, and now Briggs with a nasty belly to belly. Into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Quinn still able to kick out. No, I'm talking about Briggs. Did I say Quinn? I meant Briggs. Germany really lost? Damn. Oh, that's good, because that means there's no chance. I mean, if we come second in the group, then beat Poland, who I imagine come top of the next group, that means we won't have to face Germany in the quarterfinals. Woohoo! I doubt we even beat Poland though, but still. Amber Briggs looking to pick Quinn up to her feet. Shin breaker. Now looking to hook the leg on Quinn. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Briggs is looking tired. I think Briggs definitely might have emptied her gas tank early. One last big move from Briggs, maybe. Boot to the midsection. Like I said, Briggs is completely out of stamina at this point. I mean, this might be her last attempt. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she does it as well. Briggs with the box bomb. Holding her stomach. She's definitely not come. I mean, she might have come out of that match the worse for wear. She took a lot of damage from Quinn. I think Briggs may have won the match, but Quinn might have won the war here tonight. I feel like Briggs came out worse for wear. Took a lot more shots than Quinn did. But nonetheless, a win is a win, and Amber Briggs picking up the W tonight in our co-main event. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let me bust out this tweet real quick. Let people know that the biggest main event in Ferocity history is about to go down. Alright, here we go. Main event time. 8-person elimination tag. Danger Close, Tiffany Razor, Jada Storm take on Alice Blake, Megan Cooper, Riley Dixon, and Jade Divine. Out first, Jada Storm, who next Sunday will go one-on-one with Megan Cooper. Highly anticipated rematch. Would love to eliminate Cooper tonight. Four implosion matches collide in this main event. Jada Storm gonna be the first one out in this elimination 8-person tag team match. Has not been in CMV a long time, but has done very well in the short amount of time she's been here. I mean, she debuted in the Royal Rumble at number 15, made it to the final 3. She beat Cooper in her debut. Cooper then attacked her after the match, and then they fought again at pay-per-view in tag team action. Beat Cooper there. Imagine if she could beat Cooper here tonight in this elimination tag and get even more momentum ahead of Implosion. This will be on day 2 of Implosion. I think it's the second match on day 2. Megan Cooper, of course, last year main evented Implosion against Quinn Bell. Well, main evented day 1. This is the first time the women will actually close the entire show. The 40 Women's Royal Rumble winner Allie Cage takes on Jade Divine. Have you beaten everyone on the other team apart from Dynamite, Orbs? I feel like you have. Have you? Am I wrong? Have you beat Jada? Yeah. You beat Tiffany? Oh, wow. Okay, so that's an interesting stat. There's a few interesting stats coming into this match. Jade Divine and Jade Dynamite have been in CMV for 3 years. Since the incursion of the women's division, they've never stepped in the ring at the same time. That could come to an end tonight. And like Orbs just pointed out, Alice Blake has beaten everyone apart from one on this team. This is going to be an interesting women's tag team championship match. Tag team elimination match. Tiffany Razor out now, the women's hardcore champion. Won the belt at Gridlock. Didn't get to defend her belt last week thanks to an interruption by Reese LaMaster. But will defend in 6 women's ladder match action on day 2 of Implosion. Welcome to the stream, Defended Giant 65. How are you doing? And out next to complete this team, arguably, probably, as like without the use of hindsight. If you use hindsight, X-Gen, like the duo of Omega Z, I'm only talking duos, so Omega Z and Quantum and Paul Divine, if you're using hindsight, is probably the most stacked team in CMV history. But if you're not using hindsight, if you're just using in the now, so obviously when X-Gen became a thing, they weren't all that big at that time. If you're just using in the now, without hindsight, I think Danger Close might be the most stacked team in CMV history. Former Women's Hardcore Champion, former Women's Undisputed Champion. The length of their reigns with incredible second longest reigning Women's Hardcore Champion for Allie Cage. Face of the Year. Match of the Year. Dynamite actually came second by 1 vote for Face of the Year. You got to wonder when they target the tag team titles. In fact, when the Grammy Awards were released, Ali Cage actually tweeted saying, doesn't that Tag Team of the Year award look nice? But now we await the second team. I believe the first out is Alice Blake or Cooper. It'll be one of those two. It's one of the two that aren't champs, I think. Megan Cooper, the first out. The former Women's Undisputed Champion. First ever Women's Undisputed Champion. Oh no, Alice Blake first out, my bad. I can't hear the themes, if you remember that. I can't hear the themes because it's custom themes. Alice Blake the first out. Former Women's Hardcore Champion. She competed in the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's division. One of the few people to beat Amber Briggs this season. Has beaten 3 out of the 4 on the other team. Alice Blake certainly coming into this match with high hopes. My bad, I can't hear themes, and I think they have the same intro animation. Or very similar. My bad. I don't even know what half the people's themes actually sound like, because I can't hear them. Now, next out, Megan Cooper. The former Women's Undisputed Champion. When she was on Fusion, which is run by Dash and DJ Yuri, go give him a follow, who does Genesis and our developmental show NGW. When she was on Fusion, she was a 2-time Women's Champion, well, Vixen's Champion. So technically, she's a 3 times Women's Undisputed Champion, because of course those belts merged. Welcome to the stream, Biggie Badass. How you doing? That call was Alice Blake. Out next, Megan Cooper. And well, near enough original, I think joined a month in to CMV on the Fusion brand. Took her a very long time to win that belt. When she kept it, she held it for a while. Ended up losing the Women's Undisputed Championship to Quinn Bell, and the main event of day 1 of Implosion last year was a phenomenal matchup. I believe got choked unconscious to drop the belt. Always gonna remember the friends of Cole Savage, the people that brought her to the main event, pointing up to the skybox. Vic, a big fan. Of the Iron Maiden of Connecticut. And out next, I believe, will be the Women's Intercontinental Champ, who has beaten half of this matchup. Beaten Dynamite and beaten Ali Cage. Now, I would say Riley Dixon is the X Factor in this match. Hey, Borton! How are you doing? How are you doing, Borton? It's been a long time. But as I was saying, Riley Dixon might be the X Factor in this match. She's the only one in this match that prominently uses a sub. Now, Alice Blake and Dynamite do have a submission as well, but they don't use it too often. Only really use it when they need to. Riley Dixon, though, has won many a match by submission. She's the X Factor in this matchup, I feel. If she gets the opportunity to use that submission, this could be a very easy night for this team. This is definitely one of the most stacked main events in Ferocity history. I mean, between them, let's think how many championships just inside CMV they've had between them. So we've had 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I now got to think of this. We've done it 3 times. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 championship belts between these two. And I know that between these 8, now that doesn't sound like loads, but you've also got to take into account that most of those belts are major titles. They're not, I mean, some of them are mid-card titles, but most of them are major belts. And of course, last but not least, the current Women's Undisputed Champion, Jade Divine, will defend in the main event of Implosion against one of the people on the opposing teams tonight, Ali Cage, the winner of the first ever 40 Women's Royal Rumble, not just in CMV, but everywhere. Proud to have that accolade. Not gonna lie. Took me long enough to record it. I'm proud to have that accolade. And I will do that again next year. But here we go. Elimination. Jada's going to start off with Alice Blake. And I imagine Jada wants to get some back against Alice Blake. Alice Blake beat her about a month ago. With Megan Cooper ringside. Jada immediately throws Blake over that top rope, down to the floor below. Boot to the midsection by Jada Storm, who, of course, next Sunday will go one-on-one with Megan Cooper. I believe it's Extreme Rules. Jada Storm slamming Blake's head straight off that apron. Doesn't want to get too emotionally invested in this match. Wants to keep concentrated. It's reversal now by Blake, looking to turn the momentum around. Looks to drop a knee on the face of Jada Storm. This is Elimination Vic. This will probably be the longest show in Ferocity history. I mean, the longest before this is about 2 hours and 20 minutes, so unless this is a 19-minute elimination match, this is going to be the longest. Oh, Alice Blake, happy to take count out. Ah, no, Alice Blake wants to get that pinfall over Jada. Throwing Jada Storm into the barricade. Big boot by Alice Blake. No tags been made yet. Reversal by Jada, going to push Blake away. Jada back to her feet. Implosion is next weekend, Borton. You are booked in... you've got a match on that card. The Knockout Queens taking on the Warsaw Pact to determine who faces whoever walks out of Implosion as the women's tag team champions. How about naming the belts? Oh, and Leo in the main event against Tops, of course. This lift up Enziguro there by Jada Storm. Jada looking to pick Alice Blake up. Overhand right. Backstabber by Jada. Game's a bit loud, my bad. Jada now looking to pick Alice Blake up to her feet. Or up to one knee at least. Now a slap. Look at that disrespect by Jada Storm. A slap across the face to the former women's hardcore champion. No respect there. Fireman's carry now by Alice Blake. I'm sure Alice Blake didn't take that too lightly. Blake looking to pick Jada up to her feet. Headlock by Alice Blake. Punch to the back of the head. What's Blake looking for? Perhaps the first tag of the match. Want to keep each other fresh. Putting Jada in the corner. Will we see a tag? Who will she tag to? Tagging out to Cooper. Interesting team here. Alice Blake and Megan Cooper. Oh, wow. That DDT by Blake. Then Blake going to push Jada up into a German suplex. And then a hot tag to Cage. Now Cage beat Megan Cooper back at Oblivion. So I'm sure Rage in the Cage. So I'm sure Cooper would love to get this back. Well, Riley's not Gumball's call. That's Alvius's. Megan Cooper dragging Ali Cage across the ring. Ali Cage, of course, the main event, the closer for this year's Implosion, alongside Jade Divine there, who you see on the left in the blue and yellow. Now looking to pick Megan Cooper up to her feet. Here is Ali Cage, who will be the first eliminated in this elimination tag. Brainbuster by Cage. Cooper looking for the hot tag. Cage not going to allow it. Oh, Jada's not back on the apron yet. Megan Cooper looking to pick Cage up. Irish whip by Cooper. Sends Cage in the corner. Perhaps another tag. Keeping each other fresh, but this time a reversal by Ali Cage. Now looks to pick Megan Cooper up to her feet. Overhand right by Ali Cage. Reverse DDT across the knee. Into a neck breaker. I appreciate the bits, Vic. When you donate in ones, it makes me feel like I'm a stripper. Megan Cooper with those big meaty thighs, pushing Ali Cage away. Pound for pound, thickest thighs in the division. Boot to the midsection by Riley now. And you know, Riley would love to eliminate Ali Cage. I mean, Ali Cage has been kind of the one consistent person who's been able to beat Riley time and time again. Riley Dixon up on that top rope. She wants Ali Cage on her feet. Will Riley Dixon be able to connect though as she looks to fly through the air? Doesn't quite connect. Connected somewhat, but not cleanly. Nice boot to the back of the head of Cage. Overhand right countered by Ali. Forearm smash. Ducks underneath. Clothesline by Riley. Punch to the midsection. Probably have to wait for a tag for Jada to get back in the ring. Brainbuster now by Riley. Riley Dixon tucking the head of Ali Cage in between the legs. Oh! Oh, the way the head cranked back upon hitting that top rope. Oh, now Jada's back on the apron. Oh, look at Riley. Vintage Riley Dixon taunting, trying to get in the head of her opponent. Goes for a scoop slam. Ali Cage gets caught though. Reverse DDT. Now, oh, Riley! That boot to the side of the head, and you know what follows? Could Ali Cage be the first person eliminated? Oh, Riley's not going for it just yet. Instead, a nasty right hand to the face. Oh my God, could Ali Cage be the first one out? The code of silence is locked in. Will Ali Cage be the first one out of this elimination tag? It's in tight. Will Ali Cage tap? Fighting to stay in this match. Many people have fallen. Riley just lets her go. Damn, Riley just letting Cage go. Ali Cage continuing to be the thorn in the side of Riley. Big boot by Ali. Now Tiger suplex by Ali Cage. I genuinely thought that would have been the first elimination there. Ducks underneath. Nice German again. Ali Cage with Riley on her shoulders, taking a page out of Lexington Damgen's playbook with that roundhouse kick. In a seated position now is Riley Dixon. Ali Cage dragging her up to one knee. Now up to her feet. Neck breaker by Cage. Cage backing up, perhaps looking for a tag. No, maybe. A tweet here from the Queen. Saying, okay, Amber, stop taking advantage of my injuries. But my neck has healed miraculously. Next stop, Quinn Implosion. Quinn's such a liar. Another brain buster by Ali Cage. Oh, and now Cage. Could you imagine if Cage eliminates Riley? There was an 8-women's elimination tag not too long ago in which Riley was the only one eliminated in that match for her team, and it was by Ali Cage. Ali Cage into the pin now. The ref distracted though. 1, 2. Oh, Riley kicks out. Riley would be fuming if Ali is the one to eliminate her. Of all people, if Ali or Dynamite eliminate her, she will be livid. We're going to get our first tag of the evening. Tags out to Tiffany Razor. Welcome to the stream, Hill Mode Phoenix. How are you doing? Welcome. Tiffany Razor going to roll Riley Dixon over onto her back. Up to the top rope, going to fly through the air. Riley still down. Look at that swanton by Tiffany Razor. You see Ali Cage on the apron there, getting the crowd up on their feet as Tiffany picks Riley up to her feet. Oh, could the women's hardcore champion eliminate the women's intercontinental champion into the pin? 1, 2, 3, and Riley Dixon is the first eliminated. Women's hardcore champ eliminates the women's intercontinental champ, and there goes the X Factor. Down to 3, kick to the back now. Oh my God, Tiffany! Tiffany scouting up the women's undisputed champ. Could you imagine if Tiffany eliminates the women's undisputed champ and the women's intercontinental champ? The F5, the razor blade by Tiffany Razor, hooks the leg. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Now a tag out to Jada Storm, who hasn't been in this match for a while now. Goes for a stomp, doesn't quite connect, but the second one does. The third one doesn't. Stomp to the lower back of Jade Divine. What a career it would be for Jada Storm if she eliminates Jade Divine here. I mean, what a rise that would be. Irish whip by Jade Divine, putting Jada Storm in that far right corner. Turning her around. Oh, no. Oh, Jada able to reverse it. I knew what was coming there, but so did Jada. Able to get the reversal, but so is Divine. Elbow to the chin. And now an Irish whip to put Jada Storm in that far right corner. Up on the top rope. You know what follows, ladies and gentlemen. Jade Divine scaling the ropes. First up, the spider suplex. And then to follow it, right in perfect position, the Divine Arrow. Doesn't go straight into the pin, but will that be enough to eliminate Jada Storm? 1, 2... Not quite. Jada able to kick out. Stomp to the lower back of Jada. Jada needs to tag out now. Oh, Tiffany looking to help out a tag team partner. Needs to knock Jade Divine off the top rope. What are you doing, Tiffany? There we go. Right hand to the midsection. Takes Jade Divine off. Divine quickly recovers. Roundhouse kick by Divine. Ducks underneath, only to get caught by a clothesline by Jada Storm. Jada now with some stomps to the midsection of Divine. Jada putting up one hell of a fight against the current women's undisputed champion here. Looking to pick Divine up to her feet. Rolls forward. Oh, Jada with that super kick. Straight across the chin. Looking to pick Divine up once again. Into the corner we go. What's Jada Storm looking for? Reversal by Divine, we'll never know. Irish whip. Divine definitely should be looking for the tag right now. Keep each other fresh. In a 3-on-4 situation, you've got to stay fresh. Kick to the midsection. Jada counters it. Exploder suplex into the corner. Ali Cage looking a bit tired after being put in that submission by Riley. Luckily for them, though, Riley is out of this. Jada Storm looking picked up. Oh! Faith breaker by Jada Storm. Divine in trouble. Could this be another elimination? Could it be 4-2? Ah, but Megan Cooper, the veteran, in there to break it up. Right hand by Cooper and a headbutt to follow. And now Cooper going after Jada. Overhand right from behind by Dynamite. Irish whip. Jada in the corner. Catches Divine. Drives her face first into that middle turnbuckle. I believe Samantha Steele is the shortest height the game will allow, but I think so is Andy. They're probably the same height. Jada Storm looking a little bit tired now. Perhaps should be considering a tag. Looking to drag Divine across the ring. This has been a fast-paced elimination tag so far. Who are we going to get the tag? Jada's considering it. Tagged out to Ali Cage, and now we have a preview of the Implosion main event. Cage! No! Cage immediately looking to become uncaged! Could you imagine if she eliminates Divine? One! Only a 1 count. Cooper there again. Hayden's 5'11". Ali Cage looking to pick Divine up to her feet as Jada takes out Cooper. Ali Cage with Divine in the corner. Wait, what's... Cage? Oh, double super kick! Rally Cage and Tiffany. Boot to the midsection, caught by Divine. Divine grabbing Tiffany by the head. Looking to drag her over to the corner. Very light brown. Clothesline in the corner. Then throws her out into a clothesline again. Divine looking for one leap of faith. Oh, Cooper and Alice Blake getting into it ringside. This is not good. Uppercut by Blake, who's back in the ring now. Overhand right by Tiffany. Boot to the midsection. Vintage Blake. There's that forearm. Sends Tiffany crashing into the mat. And you know how Alice Blake likes to follow up. Into the corner we go. Looking for a little dose of the Blake Factor. Oh, doesn't go for the pin. Oh, yeah, that's smart. Drag her a bit further away from the other side. Now go for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Divine couldn't quite stop Ali Cage. Now Blake looking to take it to Cage. Gets caught with a kick to the midsection. Alice Blake picking Tiffany up. Boot to the midsection, caught by Tiffany. Tiffany with a counter into a powerbomb. Wow, Tiffany talking some trash to Alice Blake. Overhand right there. Boot to the chin. Dropping Alice Blake right down in the center of the ring. Now Tiffany once again looking to fly. Cooper's right there though. Cooper with a left just knocks Tiffany off before she can even get up there. Tiffany quickly recovers though, but that certainly stunted whatever she was going for. Gave Alice Blake a bit of time to recover. Overhand right by Tiffany. Misses the running knee. Right again by Tiffany. Has Blake by the head. What's Tiffany looking for? Oh! Roll up! Oh, will it be? 1! Only a 1 count. Could you imagine? Overhand right by Alice Blake. Snapping the back of the head of Tiffany back into the mat. Stop to the arm. Alice Blake taking the back of Tiffany, dropping some heavy shots to the forehead, trying to bust her up. Irish whip. I'd say Tiffany's probably been the MVP so far with that elimination over Riley, but now some teamwork between Alice Blake and Jade Divine, an assisted crossbody. Looking for the hot tag. Divine doesn't allow it, forces her to work, forces her to get back up, goes for a scoop slam. Divine slips free, reverse DDT by Jade Divine. Now a stomp to the upper back, stomp to the lower back to follow. Oh, Divine running around. Divine on the top! Divine arrow! Hooks the leg! Could we see the sides equal? Dynamite in the ring, 2! Only a 2 count, and Alice Blake prevents Dynamite from breaking it up. And now Cooper in the ring. Boot to the midsection by Alice Blake to Dynamite. Blake going after Dynamite. I guess Blake wants a piece of Dynamite. Only one on that team she hasn't beat. Oh, what a reversal by Tiffany. That was beautiful. Overhand right doesn't connect though. Boot to the midsection does. Irish whip to send Cooper in that near left corner. Oh, that running high knee. Cooper stumbles out the corner. Tiffany unable to connect, counters the overhand right with a right hand of her own. Oh, Cooper on the shoulders. Oh, just for a big slam by Tiffany Razor. Hooks the leg though. 1. That's 1 count. I mean, Cooper's a tank. Her or Cage probably the most resilient in this matchup. As far as what we've seen this season, last season, just throughout their CMV careers. Boot to the midsection. Cooper now looking for the first elimination for her team. There's that cross arm neck breaker. Doesn't go for the pin. I mean, Cooper, damn, looking tired already. When you're carrying around all those extra muscles, you get tired a bit quicker. As she now looks to pick Tiffany up to her feet. Looking to take her the long road home. Could we see another elimination, this time in favor of the team of Divine, Cooper, Blake, and Dixon. But no, Dynamite breaks it up. Cooper with a tag now to Alice Blake. Great teamwork, though. Despite being a person down, they've showed some great teamwork. Oh, I think Blake was going for the triangle. Alice Blake on the shoulders of Tiffany Razor, but the ref distracted because of Razor Blade coming in. Could you imagine if that was another elimination? That could well be a rope break, though. Yes, it was. Ali Cage feeling the need to take out Cooper as we get a tag out to Jada. I think Dynamite is the only one in this match who has not been in the ring yet. Stomp to the lower back of Alice Blake. Jada Storm up on that second rope. Looks to fly. Crossbody to the midsection of Alice Blake. Now Jada looking to pick Blake up to her feet. Oh, Jada with that super kick on the chin again. Immediately drags Blake to her feet, giving her no time to rest. Looking to put her in the corner, in her team's corner. Oh, but Blake once again reverses whatever Jada's going for in the corner. Irish whip by Blake, sends her across the ring, perhaps looking for a tag. Some teamwork with Divine, perhaps. Reversal by Jada now. Jada with the Irish whip across the ring, perhaps looking for a tag. Reversal by Blake now. Boot to the midsection. Blake rolls forward. That sunset flip. I kept saying Somerset. Alice Blake picking Jada up. Oh, Blake now return the favor with a nasty forearm. Straight to the chin. Oh, Dynamite's now off the apron. Irish whip by Blake. Going to put Jada in that far right corner. And you know what this means. Could we see an elimination as Blake looks to give her a taste of the Blake factor. Gonna drag Jada Storm away from her tag partners. Actually, she's kind of moved from a bit closer there. Into the pin again. 1, 2. No one's trying to break this up. Still a 2 count. Alice Blake looking to pick Jada up. Jada with a knee straight to the dome. Irish whip by Jada to put Blake in the corner. Reversal by Blake. Irish whip now by Blake. Going to send Jada across the ring into her team's corner. Needs to get that tag out. Oh, and again, teamwork between Blake and Cooper. Oh my God, all this weight. Solid, like near enough 200 pounds flying from that top rope. Stomp to the back of the leg. Cooper in the corner. Oh, that's actually the Tottenham match graphic. For the match between Megan Cooper and Jada Storm at Implosion. Megan Cooper going to pick Jada up to her feet. Could we see an elimination here? Cooper going for that cross-arm neck breaker again. Looks to pick Jada up or at least get her in a seated position. A little neck crank now by Megan Cooper. Jada down would love to eliminate Jada and get some sort of momentum back. Jada's got the better of Cooper twice now. Overhand right countered by Jada with a nice forearm. Goes for a scoop slam. Cooper going to slip free. Elbow to the face. Fireman's carry. Cooper now looking to pick Jada up. Still only 1 elimination. Although an attitude adjustment might make another one. But no, Cooper collapses. Hasn't got the stamina to get into the pin. That could have been an elimination. That could have tied it up. 3-3. But doesn't quite have the stamina. Wait, Cooper's crawling into the pin. Could that be the equalizer? 1, 2, run! Oh, so close. Jada just about kicks out with milliseconds to go. Big boot to the face by Jada Storm. Overhand right. This match has been phenomenal. It has indeed. Snapmare by Tiffany, by Jada. Oh, speak of the devil, here comes Tiffany. Looking to work on Cooper. These two have never been in the ring before. Working the leg. Cooper certainly the most powerful competitor in this matchup, I'd say, based on sheer physicality. Okay, now I'm confused them. Tiffany up on that top rope. Senton. Stomp to the 5. Megan Cooper. Tiffany standing over at her handiwork, enjoying it. Now locking the head up, maybe looking for a submission on Cooper. What an advantage it would be to make it 4-2 here in the main event. This is now the longest episode of Ferocity in its history as well. Oh, Tiffany Razor could well be coming a step closer to eliminating Cooper and making it 4-2 in mount, dropping some heavy shots. And now look at these sharp elbows. Oh, Razor Blade by Tiffany into the pin. Oh, Alice Blake on it like a car bonnet. Oh, wait! Unable to break it up, but Cooper kicks out. Jada going to help out her partner here, running Bulldog. Great teamwork. Will we get the hot tag? Yes, we will. And now the Women's Undisputed Champion is back in the ring. Single leg drop kick by Jade Divine. Single leg drop kick again by Jade Divine. And a clothesline to cap it off by the Women's Undisputed Champion. Irish whip now puts Tiffany in that far right corner. Reversal by Tiffany. Discus right hand takes Divine off her feet. Tiffany going to threaten her with another one. Roll her over. Hook the leg. Well, not hook the leg. Lateral press. That might come back to haunt her. I don't think Divine has really taken any damage though. Only a 2 count. I want to feel bad for Riley getting eliminated so early. Nobody tried to save her. Riley's just made so many enemies in this division. And it's just like, nah, we'll let her stay on the outside. Divine back up to her feet. Beautiful sweep by Divine. Little fireman's carry there. Looking to turn momentum back into her favor. Michinoku driver. Or high angle scoop slam, if you will. Into the pin. 2. Only a 2 count still. Jada able to kick out. Oh, I felt like Divine was going to the top rope there. That would not have been good news for Jada. Out of that team, it's probably either Jada or Tiffany that have taken the most damage. Doesn't want to take another Divine arrow. Jada trying to cool over. Maybe get a tag going. Divine, what are you doing? Jada back to her feet. Almost. Overhand right by Divine. Jada rolls forward. Irish whip by Jada Storm. Going to put Divine in that far left corner. Wait. Jada! Jada has Divine on the top rope. Looking to put it all on the line. Jada Storm looking for a superplex down to the floor below. Divine could be out of it. That could be another elimination. Punch to the midsection. Divine fighting him off. Kick to the thigh. Wheelbarrow arm drag by Jada Storm. Divine down on the outside. Could you imagine if we got a count out here? Stop to the midsection. Throwing Divine into the steel steps, doing everything, taking every advantage she can. Oh, look at this teamwork by Tiffany and Dynamite. That is the first move that Divine and Dynamite have ever hit on each other after being in CMV for 3 years, and it was a tag move with Tiffany. Jada Storm back in the ring. He's trying to get a hot tag going. Tagging out to Cooper. Still no elimination. Hasn't been one for about 10 minutes. Big charge there by Cooper. Clothesline now to follow by Cooper. And another charge. Oh no. Jada Storm gonna be in big trouble. Could the score be equalized? The long road home is the road taken by Megan Cooper to... Yes, it is! And now it's 3-3. Alice Blake was quick enough to prevent the pin breakup. And then there were three. Cooper finally getting some redemption ahead of their implosion match. It's been all Jada Storm so far between those two, but Cooper finally getting just a little bit of something back. Divine is still down. Blake is looking dead. It could be Cooper in here for some time. Nice takedown by Tiffany. Tiffany looking to pick Cooper up to her feet. Straight right. A back suplex by Tiffany Razor. So this has been a back and forth elimination tag so far. Boot to the midsection by Tiffany. Off the ropes we go. Spike Hurricane Rana. What will be the next team to drop a member? Will it go 3-2 in favor of the team with Danger Close, or will it go 3-2 in favor of the team with the Women's Undisputed Champ on it? Looking to pick Cooper up to her feet as Jada walks to the back. She's not going to be happy that her implosion opponent finally got some momentum back. Tiffany has Cooper up on her shoulders. It's rare we see Cooper thrown around. Alice Blake was calling for the hot tag there. Tiffany would not allow it. Tiffany got Cooper in that seated position. Boot to the back. Oh, could we see another elimination by Tiffany? The orphanage flashback. Dragging Cooper away from the ropes, very far away from the ropes to make it harder for that kick out. I mean, that pin break up. Two count. Cage was able to stop Blake, but Cooper was able to kick out. You know, despite the fact that they had that little back and forth, you know, they were talking to each other at the beginning of the match, Cooper and Blake. They have been working well together in this tag match. Big boot there by Cooper. Elbow to the face by Tiffany. Knee to the midsection. Looking for that spike. Hurricane Rana again. Tiffany running low on stamina. Will she be able to get into the pin and make it 3-2? Oh, she is certainly looking for it. We could be on the verge of seeing another razor blade here. This time to Megan Cooper. Tiffany looking to make it 3-2. 1, 2. Just Divine able to break it up. Still going to be... Oh my God, Tiffany again! Tiffany again to Cooper. Up on the shoulders for another razor blade. Into the pin. This time Blake is ready. Blake able to break it up. Oh, Blake now. Blake into the pin on Dynamite like they're both legal. Now Ali Cage tagged back in. Springboard moonsault. Megan Cooper, kick to the midsection. Fireman's carry. Nice headbutt by Cooper. Irish whip, Cooper into the corner. Ali Cage maybe looking for that light the fuse, or maybe looking to light the fuse, but Cooper reversed it. Arm drag now by Ali Cage. Looking to drag Cooper around across the ring. She's considering where to put her. Snapmare by Cage. Going for some elbows to the midsection, but Cooper powers up. Nasty forearm by Cooper. Goes for a scoop slam. Ali Cage slips free. Reverse DDT by Cage. Oh, now it's Cage! Damn, Cooper has taken so many big moves. What did Cooper do to deserve this? There's that butterfly DDT. Into the pin on Cooper. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Ali Cage up on that second rope as Cooper starts to stir. Sidestep by Cooper. German suplex. Cooper has taken a lot of damage. You gotta tag out. I know Cooper's a tank. I know she can take a lot, and she's proven it time and time again, but There's a time to tag, and that time is now. Overhand right by Ali Cage. Looking to show off her athleticism. Oh, I think Dynamite just took out Alice Blake momentarily. Overhand right by Cooper. Looking for the hot tag is Ali Cage. Cooper not going to allow it. Stomps to the lower back of Cage. Cooper now going to pick her up to her feet. Cooper once again looking for that cross-armed neck breaker. Doesn't go for the pin, and instead Ali Cage reverses, sweeps the leg out from underneath Cooper. Now looks to pick Cooper up to her feet. Oh, that knee straight on the chin takes Cooper off her feet. And now here's the tag, and actually for the first time in this match, Dynamite is the legal competitor. Springboard splash by Jade Dynamite. Couple of stomps now by Dynamite, looking to pick Cooper up. Slam the back of her head into the mat. Now Cooper has a chance for even more redemption here, because she lost to Dynamite at the top of the season. Oh, Dynamite would have the momentum stacked up. Hasn't been in the ring yet. Looks to light the fuse. And now you know what follows. Wow, maybe a counter by Cooper. Cooper looks to eliminate Dynamite. Could you imagine if this was the elimination? Oh, but the ref distracted by Tiffany. The attitude adjustments there. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Oh my God, could you imagine? Welcome to the stream, Shienzo. How you doing? Long road home by Cooper. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Still a 2 count, but now Dynamite is not going to be 100%. And here comes Divine. The first time in CMV history, arguably the two greatest to ever compete in CMV history, finally step into the ring for the first time after 3 years. And I'm interested to see how this goes. Irish whip by Divine puts Dynamite in that far right corner. I think we know what's coming. Oh, Dynamite catches the leg. Inside sweep. Looks for that submission. I mean, Dynamite does have a secondary submission. That Dragon Sleeper doesn't really use it very often. Only used it, I think, twice. Rope break once and a victory the other. Overhand right. Countered by Dynamite. Oh! Dynamite! Looking for that curb stomp! Into the pin on Divine. Could that be an elimination? Cooper's right there, though. Oh, wait, Ali Cage! Ali Cage! Ooh, Divine kicks out, but Ali Cage stopped Cooper in the tracks. Goes for a single leg takedown. Divine reverses it. Oh, Divine focusing on Ali Cage. The teamwork! Cage distracted Divine. Another curb stomp. That could be an elimination. 1, 2, 3, and it's 3-2. Oh, it was Blake and Dynamite in the ring for the first time there, but now tagged out to Tiffany. Now it's an uphill battle. Cooper and Alice Blake gonna have to work together. Alice Blake looking to pick Tiffany Razor up to her feet. Once again, connect with this mean forearm. Now 3-2. There's no Ali Cage though, so technically for the time being it is 2-on-2. Interested to see how well Tiffany and Dynamite work. Despite their little argument at the start of the match, Blake and Cooper have been on the same page. In fact, they might have been the best duo in this match so far. I mean, they've been helping each other with pins and everything. A few tag team moves. Looking for the tag out to Dynamite. Will she get the hot tag? Alice Blake not allowing it. Taking a second to take a breather. Alice Blake looks to pick Tiffany up to her feet. Irish whip in that far right corner. Could it be equalized once again? Alice Blake once again looking to dish out another dose of the Blake factor. This time goes for the pin. 1, 2, but Dynamite's there. But now she's not there. Thrown over that top rope. Taking a spill to the outside. If Blake has another one of them, now would be the time to use it. Oh my God, Blake! Go for the legal person! Stomp to the back of the leg. Blake smacking the back of the head of Tiffany against the mat. Blake now on the second rope. Yeah, I think she's a light heavyweight, so she's a bit slower. There's the hot tag, and here we go. Dynamite and Blake. Running high knee countered. Running high knee countered again. Clothesline by Dynamite. Alice Blake so far getting the better of the exchange. I mean, Blake, this is the only person in this match that Blake hadn't beaten before. Clothesline. Stomp to the arm of Alice Blake. Blake would love to eliminate Jade Dynamite here, I'm sure. Dynamite taking a page out of her tag team partner with this butterfly DDT. Looking to pick Blake up. Of course, you know what follows if she decides to go for it. We could be seeing another curb stomp here. Alice Blake goes for a knee to the midsection. Backhand. Fireman's carry by Jade Dynamite. Tiffany's down on the outside, so this is still technically a 2-on-2. Into the corner we go. Blake could be looking for an elimination. Looking to give Dynamite a little dose of the Blake factor again. Into the pin. 1, 2. 2 count. Dynamite's got to be close. Alice Blake realizes it, going to tag out to somebody who's hungry to get that win back over Dynamite. Oh, maybe not. Now Cooper in the ring. Elbow to the face. Forearm smash. Goes for a double leg. Reversal by Cooper. Dynamite has taken a lot. She needs to tag out. I don't know if she can take much more. She might have to. There's that cross arm neck breaker. Stomp to the arm. Welcome back, Chosen Gallantry. Looking for that gut wrench suplex here is Megan Cooper. One elimination to her name so far in this match. Looking to pick up another elimination. Looking to take her the long road home. Cooper looking to eliminate another. 1, 2. No. 2 count. Dynamite with that shoulder block. It takes a lot to put down the former Women's Undisputed Champion. Here comes another butterfly DDT. Overhand right countered. Right hand by Cooper. Cooper going for a boot to the midsection. Just pushes Dynamite away. Running STO. I mean, this has been all Cooper in this exchange. As she looks to even out and balance it and go 2 apiece. Oh, Cooper again! The cross arm neck breaker. How many times? This time into the pin to make it 2-2. 2, 3, and it's 2 apiece. Damn, the elimination. That's a big one. Now Tiffany tagged in, and it's 2 apiece. Blake and Cooper versus Tiffany and Cage. Headbutt to the back of the head, and look how gassed Cooper is. I mean, she was gassed at the start, carrying around all the extra muscle. Takes a lot out of you. Oh, but she's looking to make it 2-1. What a turnaround this could be. Long road home by Cooper. Into the pin. Cage, 1, 2. Oh, Tiffany kicks out. What was Cage doing there? Cage still evaluating the situation after Dynamite's elimination. Now a tag out to Blake. I would say Tiffany and Cooper have probably taken the most damage in this match. Off the ropes goes Tiffany. Spike! Hurricane Rana. Tiffany looking to pick Blake up. Tiffany, I mean, Blake and Cooper have been one hell of a team in this match. So that's the surprise of the night right there. What a bit of teamwork between Cooper and Blake. Great duo. Sweeps the leg out. I'm interested to see how well Tiffany and Cage work. Tiffany now looking to pick Blake up to her feet. Blake slamming the back of the head. Now Blake would love to eliminate Tiffany, and Tiffany would love to eliminate Blake. This one-on-one is essentially what their rematch could have been if it wasn't for Reese the Master getting involved. Tiffany Razor has the head of Alice Blake. Oh, Blake! Blake! 1, 2, 3! What a turnaround! The roll up by Blake! And now it's 2-on-1! Alice Blake with a Hurricane Rana to Cage. The 2-on-1 turnaround. Can Ali Cage clutch it up? They lost. They were a person down at the start, but now it's 2-1 up. Cooper and Blake. But I would say Cooper and Blake have taken a lot more damage than Cage has. So if Cage has a chance, there certainly is one there. Elbow drop doesn't connect. Blake and Cooper have got to keep each other fresh. Keep these frequent tags. Oh. There we go. Alice Blake with the hair of Cage in the corner. More teamwork between Cooper and Blake. DDT. Pushing her away into that suplex. Cooper looking to pick Cage up. Cage reverses. Roundhouse countered with an elbow to the thigh. Follow-away slam by Megan Cooper. I think the total time of this match, including entrances, is like 1 hour and 3 minutes. It's the longest. I think it's the longest match in CMV history, other than the Rumble matches. But Cooper now with that cross-arm neck breaker into the pin. Could that be another elimination? 2! No! Cage kicks out. Forearm smash. Overhand right. Double leg takedown by Megan Cooper. Knee to the face now by Cooper. Looking to pick Cage up to her feet. Overhand right. Forearm smash. Clothesline by Cooper. Looking to drag Cage away from the ropes. People are knocking at my door. I can't pause this. Stomp to the midsection. Looking to pick Ali Cage up to her feet. Cage limp at this point. Goes for a suplex. Cage counters. Suplex of her own. Now, could you imagine the drama if this went 1-on-1? Ali Cage and Alice Blake into the pin to make it 1-on-1, but Blake's right there. Like I said, the teamwork between Blake and Cooper in this match, you'd think they were the tag team. Ali Cage wants Cooper up. Cage could have equalized if it wasn't for that teamwork. Off the ropes, elbow drop. Irish whip by Cage puts Cooper in that near left corner. Looking to light the fuse. Shades of a tag partner. Picking Cooper up to her feet. Overhand right countered. Forearm smash by Cooper. Kick to the midsection. Cooper again with this cross-arm neck breaker. How many times? Don't think she's gone for the pin combo once. Picking Cage up. Will this be it? Could the end be coming? Goes for a cheeky German. Oh no! Cage in trouble! Attitude adjustment! Into the pin to take the victory. 1, 2! Only a 2 count. Ali Cage holding in the heart. Tagging out to Blake now. Blake gonna put the final nail in the coffin here. Oh wait! Cage! The butterfly DDT! Into the pin! Would that be it? The equalizer 1! Oh, the teamwork again! It's a numbers game! And now Cooper helping out Blake while she's down. Some snake eyes. Boot to the back of the head of Alice Blake. Blake with a jawbreaker to Cage. I think if the referee did his job and stopped these interruptions, it could well be 1-1. Oh, Cage in the corner. Could we see one final dose of the Blake factor into the pin? And that, ladies and gentlemen, should be it. Oh, Cage! Cage kicks out. Again in the corner. My goodness. No way. Cage again. Oh my God, Blake. Again, the Blake factor. Oh my God, 1, 2. What? Cage, the heart on show. This is why Cage had that match of the year performance against Briggs last season. Oh my God, surely not. Attitude adjustment again. 1, 2, 3, and Cooper and Blake clutch. Oh, Cooper laughs at Cage. Oh, I forgot to put the transition. My bad. I didn't put the transition on. Now that looked really weird because they were all suddenly in the ring. Oh well. I'm supposed to put the transition back on. My bad. I accidentally cut it out. But what a victory in that colossal main event. It started with the elimination of Riley. Nobody tried to help her. Then they equalized by eliminating Jada. I actually can't remember who eliminated Riley. Oh, Tiffany. Tiffany eliminated Riley. Then Cooper eliminated Jada. And then Dynamite eliminated Divine. Then Blake eliminated Razor. No, wait, no. Then Cooper eliminated Dynamite. Then Blake eliminated Razor. And then Cooper eliminated Cage. What a comeback. As always, this has been Mr. Nashtastic with episode 60 of Ferocity, episode 364. As a whole, I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I think this capped like 38 viewers or something right at the start. That was crazy. But I appreciate it. I'll be live again Wednesday. Be sure to tune in to Cause and Effect later tonight, held by dashing DJ Yuri. I think it'll be about 8 or 9 p.m. I think. Implosion next week. But until Wednesday, I hope you all have a wonderful day. You like that little pause for effect? Yeah. See you later. Peace.